Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun of Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to read your cards today, okay? So as you can tell by the title, we're going to look at what magical energy is around you or what supernatural energy is around you, okay? Meaning that this is going to be different for all of you guys. This could be an energy where you have been visualizing, because in essence, manifestation is also a practice of magic, because magic is all about energy, right? All about, creating energy, emitting energy, sending energy out into the universe, setting out intentions, speaking things into existence, visualizing things into existence, dreaming things into existence. Or, for example, if you've been trying to manifest multiple things, maybe there's one particular thing that has the most powerful energy and it's going to show up in this reading. Does that make sense? For example, if you try to visualize something into existence, or if you really put a lot of energy into a specific area in your life, and it's about to manifest, it's going to show up in the cards. Does that make sense? For example, if you focus on three things, but there's one particular thing that stands out the most, that the most magical energy or the most powerful energy is around that particular topic. That's what we're basically going to look at. For others of you, this is also about kind of like the energy that is most likely going to manifest. Does that make sense? Kind of like the energy that this magical energy that is surrounding you is also kind of like the universe or your spirit guides telling you that something is divine timing, or it's the right time for something to manifest. That's why this energy is already around you, and you can use that energy by practicing some type of magic. Does that make sense? By practicing some type of magic to kind of like enhance the energy or make the energy more stronger, to make the energy more intense, or to bring something faster to you, okay? And for others of you, this is talking about like, if, for example, if you do a lot of manifestation techniques and a lot of rituals, which one of those was the most powerful so that it brings a manifestation to you? Does that make sense? That's what I'm basically trying to say. For others of you, just supernatural energy in general. Maybe you felt a supernatural energy around you in your home. Maybe you've had a lot of supernatural encounters or experiences recently, and we're going to look at what this energy is all about, if that makes sense, okay? This is the magical energy that I'm going to look at that is surrounding you, and also you can work with that energy, okay? So whatever I'm going to see in the cards also tells me that you can work with that magic very well. Or for others of you, there could even be an energy where you are specifically gifted in a particular area in life. Does that make sense? Where you have like a green thumb for finances, or a green thumb for friendship, or a green thumb for opportunities out of nowhere. Does that make sense? Where this magical energy that I'm describing could also be something that lives within your soul, that you are naturally gifted at. And we're going to talk about how you can use that magical energy, because in my opinion, just as humans existing on a blue ball that is flying in space, in an infinite space basically, with like planets that are huge, is just magical in general. Like I feel like as humans existing and the way that we exist, and that we don't fall off a blue ball that is flying in space because of gravity, is magic itself. Like I feel like, me personally, that our origin is magic, or it just feels magical. Like everything feels magical if you look at it. There's this one quote by Albert Einstein: you can go through life and see nothing as a miracle, or you can go through life and see everything as a miracle. And I feel like just the whole concept of us existing, and that the trees give us oxygen, I feel like it's all magical in my eyes. That is a long intro, guys, but yeah, I want to look at the energy that is surrounding you that is kind of supernatural or magical, or maybe like more in the spiritual realm, what kind of spirit guides are around you. The reading is probably going to be a lot more woo-woo than other readings, okay? And even if you are a skeptic, I would recommend for you to watch it and just see, kind of like where you keep an open mind. She might be right, she might not be right. I'm just gonna listen to it, because there might be something magical happen afterwards. Like I'm hearing someone here is watching me and you are a skeptic, or you are skeptical, but I feel like your spirit guides are gonna come through and you're gonna remember this reading, okay? I don't know who this is for. Just to keep an open mind and listen to it, and if this really is your message, or if this really is your reading, spirit guides are going to come through and confirm everything, okay? That was a long intro, but I wanted to explain what I mean by magic. Just supernatural energy, forces that are not visible with the eye, or energies and forces that are around you that, yeah, that you cannot see with your eyes, but if you close your eyes and you feel it, you can grasp it, okay? Or it's on a spiritual plane, it's on a spiritual level, something that you see in dreams, you know? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I'm excited. I'm going to see in your reading, guys. Oh, in the next clip, you can choose between 3 images. And if you feel indecisive, go on Google, find a number generator, and ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right pile. And I'm going to see in your reading, guys. Hello my lovely pal number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. If you have not watched the intro, and we're going to look at magical energy that is surrounding you. When I talk about magical energy, you guys know how there's certain things that we cannot see with the physical eye, right? For example, if you want to watch the brain activity or the activity of a brain, you usually use like a specific device, and then you see the brain activity because the colors are changing, right? Such as also other devices that measure frequency, that measure activities that we cannot see with our eyes. So there is energy that can be measured with devices that, you know, have the capacity to capture, you know, the wavelength of something, the vibration of something, the frequency of something. There is, you know, how do you call it? There is colors that we cannot see with our eye. For example, even X-rays, where X-rays show something that we cannot see with our visible eye. So we know that there is a reality that goes beyond the physical eye that you can only see with certain devices, right? In the medical field or wherever you want to do it. Okay, so if you think about it, there is a reality that cannot be seen with the physical eye, but it still exists, kind of like the realm of energy, the realm of spirit, right? A higher frequency, again, where when we cannot hear certain sounds, but animals can hear them. We cannot see certain colors, but with a specific, you know, I don't know, under specific circumstances we can see those colors, or there's specific devices. So this is like a different reality that still exists, but it's not visible to the eye. That's what I mean when I say supernatural or magic energy or magical energy. But this could also be where spirit maybe wants to highlight certain abilities that you have, specifically how, because everybody has a different talent when it comes to manifesting. Some people are really good at manifesting love, money, career, friends, pregnancies, even, where some people are very fertile. It's very easy for them to get pregnant and stuff like that. So everybody is gifted in a different way when it comes to what they manifest in their life, okay? So spirit might also want to talk about that. We're going to see when we look at the cards. But this is basically what I'm talking about, the magical supernatural energy around you, that the energy is, you know, dancing around you, but you cannot grasp it yet, or you cannot touch it yet, but it's happening around you energetically, vibrationally. And also how you can use that magical energy, or how you can use that supernatural or magical energy to your advantage, or do something with it, okay? So this reading is going to be a lot more woo-woo than usual. Okay, so get ready. Let me tap into the energy, okay? Pile number 1, give me a moment, guys. I just want to cleanse the energy, and then we're going to tap into this magical energy that is around you. I could also be talking about what your spirit guides are helping you with in particular, because your spirit guides carry supernatural energy, right? They're from the other realm. So let's see what's happening here. Again, give me a moment. I just want to tap into the energy, okay? here. I feel like someone's mother is watching over them. If you have a mother on the other side, or if you have a brother or some type of relative, but I specifically pick up a mother and I specifically pick up a brother, okay, that someone here has a departed mother or brother that is watching over them, okay. For others of you, I'm just gonna channel what I'm picking up here, and then we're gonna dive into the topic, what magical energies around you. But I just want to say certain things to give some people the confirmation that they chose the right pile. Okay, I'm seeing here someone recently has done a fire ritual, or you have been thinking about doing a fire ritual, or something about you have been, yeah, I feel like someone here, you have been like doing, I'm also hearing something about a crystal grid, like someone used a crystal grid, or you have been thinking about using a crystal grid here. For others of you, you are looking for a new home right now, like you're literally searching on Google, looking for new homes, or you maybe are very much visualizing your new home, is what I'm picking up here, or something about you dream of your apartment, or you could be dreaming a lot about your home, like where you have a dream of a home where in your dreams you are at home, but it's not where you live right now. Does that make sense? So you could be having a lot of dreams about like different buildings, or something about where you are at home but in a different place. For others of you, Spirit has been sending you signs around dolphins or owls or roses. I'm seeing yellow roses. I don't know why, like a yellow flower or yellow roses could be significant here. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a crystal grid for some of you guys, and for others of you, I don't know, did you watch like a movie with a labyrinth? Like I'm being brought to a labyrinth here, or something about like a toy, something about like a very old toy where you have to get the ball into the hole, but it's like, it looks like a labyrinth. It looks like that. Let me show it to you. I don't know how to explain it, but like a very old toy. Okay, or you could have like discovered like old toys, like old games or something along those lines. Or you have been very drawn to playing old games or something along those lines. Okay, for others of you, again, there's something about a home, thinking about moving, something about changes in your roommates. Maybe a roommate is moving out, a roommate is moving in, or you have been very much focused on manifesting that you can finally move, because where you live at, you don't like where you live at. So you want to find a different home, okay, is what I'm picking up here. Is there anything else before I begin the reading, Spirit? No, that was everything. Okay. So, pile number 1, what is the magical energy that is surrounding you? Let me first of all explain that my intention actually was to only look at the good magic or the good magical energy that is surrounding you, but Spirit is like, no, we have to talk about both energies, kind of like a yin and yang. Everything has to be in balance, so I'm going to talk about both energies, okay? They want me to talk about everything and be, you know, a balance like the yin and yang. So I have a question for you guys. We have here the card Romance, and it says, Romance is a sacred power, let it come to me this hour. So there's a lot of magical energy surrounding romance, your love life, a lot of energy surrounding your love life or romance, or manifesting romance, or something about, maybe you've also been very dreamy, visualizing or thinking about romance and thinking about how a person, you know, how you manifest somebody, okay? But again, I have to address the elephant in the room, the same as with pile number 2. So don't be scared. We're going to talk about everything, but you would rather want me to tell you what I see, right? Because I could tell you all the good stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff here, but I also have to talk about the other stuff that I'm seeing here. So, there's 2 energies that I pick up here, and I want you guys to filter out the messages, because some messages could be for you, other messages could be for someone else, because this is a general reading. So if you feel like you don't know if something is for you, ask your spirit guides to send you a sign, okay? All right, so we have the Romance card here, and I pick up a very strong energy, pile number 1. The magic that is around you is that I feel like someone is trying to, and again, we're going to talk about everything, the good and the not so good. So pile number 1, I pick up a strong energy here where there is a person in your life that there is a person in your life that maybe you feel like the passion is very good, or maybe you feel like this person is, I'm hearing where you feel like this person has been there when you didn't feel good, okay? Like, I don't know if it's like a sneaky link, but I feel like there's something going on with your love life, okay? For some of you guys, this could be an energy where you have a lot of dreams about love, similar to pile number 2, okay? Or maybe there's a lot of people that are very attracted to you recently, like where you attract a lot more men, a lot more women, a lot more attention, or someone wants to go on a date with you, or someone has a crush on you, or you know someone has a crush on you. Something about where I feel like there is a person that wants to come to you, okay? Like something about where maybe there's even, I'm hearing there's even multiple people like you. The energy that is surrounding you right now is that I feel like you are very sexy, like you have a very sexy, seductive energy. Now, the sexy, seductive energy that you have is not only going to attract the good kind of people, or the sexy energy is also going to attract like other stuff, okay? So first things first, I feel like you doing magic, anything related to your sex appeal, feeling sexy, anything related to, you know, how good you are at attracting, or something about your seduction, okay? There's something about the energy is very strong around that energy, around that area, okay? Something about feeling sexy, walking sexy, or being very seductive, or where you kind of like an energy where it's easy for you to seduce or convince people at this time, okay? Or spirit wants you to actually focus on strengthening your sex appeal, or feeling sexy in your body, or something about where spirit wants you to kind of like adore yourself. Does that make sense? Where the magic that spirit wants you to focus on, or maybe you've already done that, and I'm seeing it manifesting here, something about feeling sexy, feeling like you are adored, or where you feel a lot more sexual energy in your body. Yeah, that could be the reason, because we have Venus here, and Venus is all about pleasure, love, sex, and romance, okay? So first things first, I pick up a strong energy here. That's the magic that is around you the most. Sexy energy, flirtation energy, being very seductive, where you turn into a siren, or you turn into like a gentleman that can very easily convince women, convince men. Okay, something about where your sexual energy is going to bring you very far. Something about where a lot of people are going to be very magically drawn to you because of the sexual, sensual energy, okay? You could feel like you are more one with your body, or something about where you really start to adore yourself and like yourself, and really start to really adore your own beauty, or your own body, or your own character, your hands. This could be literally small things where you feel like, oh my god, my hands are so sexy. Do you know what I mean? But you being in this energy, it's like it's very seductive. You have a very seductive, sexy energy around you, okay? Now, with this seductive, sexy energy, you can do a lot. Okay? Now, for some of you guys, and again, filter out what's for you, because I feel like for some of you guys, you have a person around you, and for others of you, you don't. So first of all, I'm going to talk about all the people that have a person in their life, like, this is my person. You watch tarot readings about how do they feel, for example. Okay, so you have a person around you. Maybe you either crush on them, or maybe they crush on you, or something along those lines. For others of you, this might be like a hidden crush, or you don't even know this, or you don't even know this person has a crush on you. Okay, for others of you, you don't even know who I'm talking about, because you didn't know this person has a crush on you, but that's the energy that is surrounding you, okay? So for those who already have a person in your life, that you have sexy dates with this person, you're intimate with this person, you have a kiss with this person, or something about where you are maybe even in a relationship with this person, I have to tell you something. And again, filter out what's for you, because this is not for everybody, but I feel like there is a person in your life that is secretly polygamous. Like, I'm seeing a person here, and this person really wishes to, or they enjoy third-party situations, or they enjoy polygamy, you know? So I feel like there is a person around you and this person really enjoys third-party situation, or this person likes to be in polygamous relationships, but maybe they have not voiced it to you yet. So maybe they could be hiding that is their plan, or that, how can I explain that energy? There is a person that maybe they have the desire to be in a third party, or they have the desire to have two wives or two husbands, or maybe even traditionally, like in a culture, or that's maybe like a very deep desire that they have within them that they didn't tell you about. Okay, so you have to be a little bit aware of a person who has tendencies to be polygamous, or they enjoy open relationships, or their intention is polygamy or an open relationship, and maybe they didn't tell you about it, or they're trying to seduce you into liking that idea. So they're maybe trying to, you know, make this idea seductive to you. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to ease you into that topic. They maybe try to say certain things to even prepare you for that type of situation. I don't know what this means, guys, okay? So there is something, because we have a triangle here, there's something going on with a third party, or someone wants to be in a third party situation, or something along those lines, okay? It's a lot going on here. For others of you, I feel like there's also a lot of romance or love energy at your workplace. So there could even be an energy where someone has a crush on you and they're trying to mesmerize you. So it's kind of like, it's like love spell energy, but I pick up love spell energy, but there's something else attached to it. So there could even be an energy where someone is trying to seduce you, send you magical energy that you fall in love with them because they have a crush on you. This person could possibly be at your workplace, okay, where you maybe feel the sexy energy, or maybe where you feel, oh, I feel like the sexual energy in my body, but you feel that sexual energy in your body, or you are 𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑙𝑜, because there is a person looking at you. They have a crush on you and they have sexual thoughts about you, but you pick them up, so you feel the sexual energy in your body. Does that make sense? This could be another magical energy that is surrounding you, where someone has a crush on you and they send you energy, but it's like sexy energy, like they want to be intimate with you. So you could feel like, wow, I'm so, you know, like I'm so aroused, or I have so many romantic dreams, or I always dream of this man that, or I dream of a person that tells me that loves me, they love me. That could be, you have like a hidden, like an admirer and a crush, and they send you energy, okay? For others of you, what else am I seeing here? For others of you, I'm seeing an energy here. Okay, I'm gonna say it for others of you. I'm gonna say it again. If it's not for you, it's not for you, okay? For others of you, there is an energy where there's two men. This could also be something that will happen very, very soon, okay? I might be tapping into the future for some of you guys. Okay, I might be tapping into the future for some of you guys, but I'm hearing, for some of you guys, there is going to be a situation where there's two men that are in love with you and they're gonna fight over you. So energetically, in the spirit realm, there's literally two men or two women fighting for you, okay? So it's either someone wants you to fight with another person because they like third-party situations. They really enjoy when two women or two men fight over them. So be aware of that energy. They do that for pleasure, okay? So it's not a mistake, but they do that for pleasure. For others of you, there's two men fighting over you. Maybe you already are in a relationship, but there's like another person who wants you, like this person wants to steal you away from your man or your woman. Does that make sense? So they basically like their energies are fighting, where two men or two women are fighting for your attention or your energy, okay? They both want to marry you. They want to both, you know, like be in a relationship with you. So they're kind of like fighting. I don't know if there could even be an energy where these two men know each other, or again, this could be something in the future where there's going to be, you're going to feel maybe a lot where you're going to feel indecisive about two men, because there's two men like wanting you. So there's two energies coming to you. Do you know what I mean? So these two energies, and then you might feel indecisive, you know, where a person wants to act like your future spouse or wants to act like your twin flame, but they're not. And the other person is the real deal, but they're gonna send so much energy to you that you think they are the real deal when they are a false twin flame, and your true twin flame is the other person. Does that make sense? That could be the energy that is surrounding you or that is about to come into your life, especially with the triangle here. Okay. For others of you, I feel like someone is trying to either steal you away from your partner or steal your partner away from you. Now, for some of you guys, again, I know it's a lot of information, but I have to say everything because it's different messages for different people. For others of you, we have here the card Simplicity will make your path clear. What are you focusing on? Where do you need to put your focus on? For others of you, I pick up a strong energy here where there is a love situation in your life that takes all of your focus and you neglect a lot of other stuff. Hear me out, okay? What I'm trying to say is this person wants to be the center of attention. So there is a person around you that wants to be the center of attention. So you could be noticing that you constantly and obsessively think of somebody, or that the only thing that you can focus on is on this person. But it is because they send energy to you that makes you like in a trance. Like I'm seeing someone having like eyes that look like they are in a trance. And this person is like doing something because they want to be the center of attention. They want to be the center of your world so that you forget about your friends, you forget about your career, you forget about your family. That could be the energy as well here, okay? And Spirit wants you to snap out of that trance. Like this person, you know, be a little bit careful here, okay? Where this person takes too much time, too much space from you, but I feel like you might not even notice it. This might happen subconsciously here, okay? To not get so seduced by a sexy man or a sexy woman that you waste a lot of time, because I've done that mistake. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, where you obsess over tarot readings and how this person feels for you, and then 1 or 2 years go by and you could have done so much more with your time if you didn't watch tarot or tarot readings, okay? I love you guys. I'm just letting you know, like I've gone through the same situation, and if I could tell my younger self something, I would tell my younger self not to waste time with the situation. You know, I could have done so much more around that time, okay? Let me see why the Romance card is here, okay? Yeah, we have here pleasure with a close friend, and we have here position of authority. So for some of you guys, with the Romance card here, I feel like your spirit guides are saying this magical energy that is surrounding you is also about finding out who your true love is, or if someone has true feelings for you. So I'm picking up an energy of like the truth being revealed, something about a magical ritual about the truth being revealed. For some of you guys, you already have done that. For others of you, Spirit maybe wants you to do that, kind of like show me the truth about this person, show me who my true love is, show me who truly has feelings for me, show me what kind of intention this person truly has for me. Does that make sense? Something about the truth being revealed, like there's magical energy around the truth being revealed in a love situation. There could even be an energy where someone is your true love, or where someone truly has feelings for you, but there's another person in your ear trying to tell you that this person doesn't like you and this person is not serious with you. Does that make sense? There's something about the truth has to be revealed about your love life, about people's intention. This could even be a very possessive friend. Does that make sense? Where a friend is very possessive over you, so they do not want you to manifest love into your life. So they're kind of, you know what I mean? So something about where Spirit is like, there's an energy around you that is revealing the truth. There's an energy around you that is revealing the truth, okay, about the people around you. Or Spirit wants you to practice that magic, or to manifest like the truth is revealed to me. I see clearly. I know who my true love is. It's easy for me to know who has good intentions and who doesn't have good intentions, where you manifest that energy into existence, how you have a crystal clear vision. Yeah, who a person is or what a person truly wants from you, or the truth being revealed. okay? Or the truth being revealed of if someone is truly for you, or if someone is truly your true love, or the person you're meant to be with, okay? Because if you think about it, because I pick up messy energy in your love life, okay? And there could be an energy where Spirit wants you to find out what is really going on behind the scenes when it comes to love, because I'm being brought to secret admirers, friends that have a crush on their friend, but they're not saying it, something along those lines. So if the truth then is revealed to you, then you can clean up the mess. Does that make sense? Because with the Five of Wands, this is a lot of people's energy here. Okay. So Spirit maybe is saying that the energy around you is like there's too many people in your business, or too many people in your business is what I'm picking up here. Or it's too many opinions, okay? That's why we have wisdom here. Because we have the card here, wisdom, and it says, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come to me and be renewed. And the owl sees in the dark. There's something about the whole truth is being revealed to you. For others of you, the reason why you cannot see your future spouse, or you don't receive visions, or the reason why maybe it takes a little bit longer for you to manifest your true love or romance into your life, is because there's like a messy energy around you that is somehow, they are inserting themselves into that situation here. Does that make sense? For others of you, I was clarifying the romance card, and we have here message of concern and gift. For others of you, this messy energy in your love life is going to be a blessing. It's kind of like a blessing in disguise. So what I pick up here is, I'm just going to share, like a situation with you guys, because I don't know, I don't care. If I could describe the energy here, for me, this feels like where maybe you got your heart broken, or you got rejected recently, like where maybe there is something about where you thought a person was there for a lifetime, or this was your person, but turns out to be this person just wanted to have fun, or this person was, they just wanted to have fun, or they were not about, being with you for the rest of their life. Maybe you've gone through that, kind of like in your last relationship or in your last marriage, there was something going on with this of you. You went through a situation where you thought a person is the one for you, but they were not. This could even be something that has happened in the past, okay? This could be a situation, this energy has happened in the past, but it's still in the back of your mind. You still remember the pain, or you still carry that energy with you a little bit, okay? I'm not saying all the way, but maybe just a little bit, like a residue of that past type of situation. And I'm seeing an energy here where your spirit guides are saying that you can actually use that disappointment and make something great out of it. I'm going to give an example in my life, okay? Because maybe you guys can resonate, or it's going to make more sense. You guys know that I love to use explanations, or like examples. So I used to be in a third-party situation, and I thought my fucking life was over. I thought this person is the one for me, and then there was a third-party situation. Maybe you also have been in a situation where someone chose someone else over you, a friend, a family member, they ended up marrying someone else, or getting engaged to someone else. And the funny thing is, this relationship ending with that person, or me realizing that this person chose someone else over me, was the beginning of a lot of blessings coming to me in my career. So what I'm trying to say is, I would have maybe put a lot more focus into the relationship that brought me nothing, or would have brought me nothing, because this person was never really about settling down. If this person would have said yes to me, and I would have been in a relationship with this person, maybe I would have wasted a lot more time being in the relationship, trying to make it work, even though this person didn't plan on staying. So if this person chooses another woman, it hurts in that moment, but I have a lot more time to focus on other stuff that can actually really bring something to me. Do you know what I mean? Like in that time, I could focus on building my body and being laser focused on my body. And then the next summer, I'm gonna look shredded like Tiana Taylor. Do you know what I mean? Or I could use that time to build my business. I could use that time to write a book that is becoming a bestseller. Or I could use that time to, I don't know, like connect with other women and find my tribe and create my own Sex in the City, you know, group, clique or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's the type of energy that is surrounding you as well. Fathers of you, your spirit guides want you to use something about where a disappointment turns into a blessing. That's what it feels like to me here. Because let me tell you something, I told some of my Patreons, they already know that story, but when I was in that third-party situation, the other woman, do you know what she said to me? She was like, mind your own business, you know, mind your own business. And she was right, because when she said that to me, I was like, you know what, she has a point. Let me build my own business. Let me, you know, focus on career and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's the type of energy that I pick up here as well, where this disappointment that you have gone through when it comes to love, it's also going to fuel your creativity, or it's also going to fuel your willpower. It's also going to, yeah, it's setting you on fire. That's what it is. Where a disappointment sets you on fire, where a disappointment pushes you to greatness. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, especially with the fire energy here, for others of you, I do feel like Spirit wants you to practice magic with fire. I specifically see how you cleanse the energy around love, but I specifically pick up like where you, for example, like I'm seeing a magic ritual about letting go. Like I let go of my negative thoughts about love, or I let go of my trust issues, I let go of fear, and then you write it on a piece of paper and then you burn it. And then it's like symbolically for all the pain or all the disappointment that other people have caused in your love life, you burn it. And there's a clean slate for you to not have any prejudice or any, where you don't have any prejudice, or you don't have any misconceptions in your mind. Like, for example, where you still have certain thoughts about how men are, how women are, how they didn't want you because you were not beautiful enough, and then you write it all down. Something about, I feel like the magic around you is about releasing, you know? And I did talk about that in a different reading. The last reading, 2023, I talked about sometimes, so you could have chosen pile number 2 in the last reading, because I said, or pile number 3, because I said, sometimes it's not about the energy that you manifest, but the energy that you release. Sometimes us not manifesting something is not about we have to put more effort into manifesting. Sometimes it's about how we have to release certain things that block us from bringing new energy to us. You know, sometimes it's about the things that you let go of, and not the things that you obtain or the things that you collect, but the things that you get rid of. So this to me feels like magic around getting rid of energy, misconceptions, prejudice that maybe you have in the back of your mind because of how men or women treated you in the past with your love life. Something about where Spirit wants you to see your new love with fresh eyes, or with innocence, with a hint of innocence. I'm not saying like being stupid or whatever, or naive, but with a hint of innocence. I talked about that in pile number 2, to be as innocent as a dove, but as wise as a serpent. You know both sides of the coin. You know how shitty people can be, but you also know that there's people out there that have a heart of gold. To be in the middle of both energies, you know, and to wait and let the universe reveal to you who this person is before you have prejudice, or before you have these thoughts in your mind already about what they could do to you, and if they are a fuckboy or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Something about letting go of the pain that people caused in the past. That's the magic that is surrounding you. Something about, I let go of this part of me. I let go of this part of me that was, you know, that took it personally, because hurt people hurt people. Or I don't want to hold on to the pain anymore. I don't want to hold on to the grudge anymore. I want to let it go. You know, that's what it feels like to me here. And once you let this energy go, like I'm seeing it washing away, like I'm seeing an ocean washing it away. Okay. That could be the moment where true love comes to you. Do you know what I mean? Because you see love with fresh new eyes, or you will see your future spouse for who he or she really is, because you are not, your vision is not tainted from people that hurt you in the past. That's the magic that I'm picking up around you here. Spirit wants you to focus or practice, or they want you to use that energy that is already surrounding you. Maybe you have the need to let go of a lot of things. Maybe you have the need to sit down and process your feelings. Maybe you have the need to cry. It's all about releasing right now, okay? So you have a clean slate in your mind or in your heart or in your soul. And then we have the card here, safe home, and it says, I cast the circle round about, safety now is beyond doubt. Fathers of you, your spirit guides are saying there's a lot of energy focused on you manifesting your dream apartment, your dream home, you moving out. They could even be saying that maybe they don't want you to focus on romance right now necessarily, and they want you to focus on manifesting you moving out, or your dream home, your dream apartment. Okay. Where maybe romance is taking too much of your focus, when you could manifest you moving to your dream country, your dream home, your dream placement, your dream place, because there's a lot of energy surrounding your new home or your home. Okay. Let me get one more card why the safe home is here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like something about where can I say something? For me, this feels like where spirit might be saying they want you to put your love and your passion into your projects, because they're going to blossom and bloom, and then they're going to take you to a place that, something about where when you put energy into your projects and into your manifestations, it cannot be taken away from you. Okay. Something about snapping out of a cycle, snapping out of like a trance or a hypnosis. That's what it feels like. Okay, and laser focusing on, you know, like something that is going to make you happy in the long run. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of energy around manifesting a new home or a new apartment. So if you would practice energy around manifesting your new home or your new apartment, I'm seeing it taking flight, or I'm seeing you being, there's like an energy where you focusing on manifesting your new home or your new apartment. There's some magical energy surrounding that, or a lot of good energy surrounding that. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Fathers of you, your spirit guides are telling you there's a lot of magical energy around your projects, passion projects that are going to take flight very soon, and then they're going to bring money to you, and then you're going to be able to move, instead of wasting your time with an F-boy or with a person that, I don't know, there's something fishy about them, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, can you clarify the safe home here? We have here the Empress. Yeah. There's a lot of energy around manifesting your dream apartment, your dream home, relocating. Okay, there's a lot of magical energy in that area in your life, and spirit wants you to put a lot more energy into it, so it's going to take flight, or that something is materializing and manifesting here. Okay, can you clarify the safe home card here? Yeah, look at that, we have the High Priestess. Okay, clarify the safe home card here. Fathers of you, this could also be an energy where spirit wants you to cleanse the ex. Something about where there's a lot of magic in your home, And Spirit may be telling you to find a way to make your home more cozy, because it's going to have a huge impact on your creativity or your mind, or like literally where you manifest more, because you create a space that makes you more creative, or that makes you more dreamy, where you dream a lot more because your room is dreamy. But if you dream a lot more because your room is dreamy, you're manifesting a lot more. Does that make sense? Something like that is going on here as well. Why is the safe home here? We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's time for you to move, or it's time for you to relocate or get out of where you are living, and that's what they want you to focus on. Yeah, something about that could also be like energy in your neighborhood that is not good for you, or something about where your soul needs to live in a different place. So Spirit wants you to focus on that, like focus very closely on that. If you look at that energy, it's like a laser focus if you look at it properly. Okay, can you get me one more card for the Romance card here? We have here the Hermit. Yeah, yes, yeah, something needs to, yeah, there's something Spirit is saying there needs to be like a fire ritual, or something about a ritual that is cleansing the energy when it comes to your love life. Okay, your thoughts about your love life, or something about the pain that you still feel because of old relationships here, or something about again where there's like secret admirers and something like that is going on here. Okay, that you maybe need to be aware of. But all in all, with the Venus card here, okay, this to me tells me that the magical energy that is surrounding you is a very feminine, dreamy, sexy energy here. So it's almost as if your spirit guides are saying, you know, the sexy, seductive energy that you have is not only good to manifest love, but it's also very, very good to manifest money, to manifest clients, to manifest your dream job, to decorate your home. Do you know what I mean? Like to use your feminine energy to make things beautiful. Like you have the gift of making things beautiful. You have the gift of making ugly things beautiful. To turn ugly situations into beautiful situations. To see the silver lining or the bright side of a situation. Okay, that's the magic that you have. You have this something about where you see beauty. You even see beauty in people that are mean to you. You even see beauty in ugly situations. And Spirit wants you to see the beauty in hearing there's beauty in the struggle and ugliness in the success by J. Cole, the song. Something about where you see beauty, or Spirit wants you to see your own beauty, or the beauty of life, or the beauty of your own projects, or something about the beauty or the joy or the pleasure of manifesting. Do you know what I mean? Like something about to spark the passion again. Something about magic around beauty and passion, to feel passionate again, but maybe not about a particular person. Maybe you're wasting a lot of passion and time on a person when you could use that passion for other things, and the other things would blossom and bloom. Do you know what I mean? Where your spirit guides want you to, you know, manifest success and abundance and, you know, beautiful things that are connected to like your foundation, your life. Okay, so you have romance and love in the back of your mind, but your main priority is to manifest, you know, like projects or something about having fun. Yeah, for others of you, the way you manifest is when you have fun, or when you feel pleasure, like going to a dancing class and, you know, feeling your feminine energy. I'm brought to the song Water by Taylor. Make me swim, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water. Okay, there's something about like tapping into your feminine energy where you make everything beautiful. Even the bullshit in your life, you make it beautiful. Or something about like your feminine energy that creates life, where you create life, or you breathe life into things, but into things that are worth your time. Okay, or something about, yeah, something about making something beautiful, tapping into your feminine energy, okay, tapping into your seductive energy. May that be with dancing or with yoga or with decorating or with, you know, do you know what I mean? Like something about, like I'm picking up a very seductive feminine energy that is like shaking her hips, and the way her hips are moving are like, you know, in sync with the waves. And I'm seeing like you know, how you put red lipstick on and then you kiss, you know, the reflection in the mirror, where you acknowledge and realize what a beautiful woman you are becoming, or that you realize how beautiful your soul is, how beautiful your spirit is, or that you bring, you know, like love and beauty everywhere you go. Because in that energy you manifest love. Like if you exude love and your energy everywhere you go, is like you bring that energy to you. It's something about where your spirit guides are saying they want you to use love and passion to manifest, like something about passionate projects. I'm picking up something about where when you focus on your projects, it's also manifesting other stuff in your life. I don't know what it means, okay? Let's see what the passion card says. It says, light up your life by honoring your deepest desires, you see? Okay, with the passion card here. And then we also have the card here, synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Okay, for others of you, there's also something about you being very indecisive, and your spirit guides want you to hear your indecision. Something about where you are indecisive, or you are torn between, I'm hearing torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. Okay, with the Two of Swords, there could be an energy where spirit also wants you to clearly decide, or something about there's magic in you deciding 100% to do something, or 100% to commit to something here. Okay, because when you are in limbo, it's like one day the energy is here and the other day the energy is there, and nothing is 100%. So they maybe are telling you to, like, the magic that is surrounding you is like laser focus, or being focused on one thing with all your heart, all your soul, all your spirit, and then on to the next one. Does that make sense? Now that you are divided by different things, you know, at once, like I want to manifest money and then love and then friendship. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, there's something about you manifest when you focus on one thing only at once. You might get overstimulated very easily, or something about now's the time to fully commit to one thing only and put all your energy into it. Okay, one last card here. What is the magic that is surrounding pile number one? Oh, I love that song. Make me swim, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. And water is very, it's like a purification type of energy. Okay, to purify the energy around your love life by saying it, by speaking it, by doing rituals, by speaking it into existence, by writing it into existence. Okay, by claiming that you're not taking the pain or the disappointment or the pain and the disappointment, you're not taking it with you into the future. You leave it in the past. You don't take you're not taking this with you. Something about where spirit is saying the magic is about what you release and what happens when you release it. Because we have the Lover's card here. I feel like once you do that, true love is gonna come to you. Okay, what is the energy surrounding pile number one that is magical, like this magical supernatural energy here? What is that about? Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, this is so interesting, because I feel like an energy where one man or woman, they're open to the idea of having another man or another woman next to you, or they have a wandering eye, or they really enjoy third-party situations or something along those lines. And then there's the other man or the other woman, and this person only wants you. They don't want nobody to be in your relationship or in your connection. They only want you. They don't want, do you know what I mean? Okay. And again, for others of you, you have to be careful about love spells that people send towards you to, where you go crazy in love over somebody, and you don't focus on anything at all in your life anymore. Okay, to kind of like claim back your energy, you know. I don't give this person the permission to send me energy, or you know, I'm no longer crazy over this person. I no longer obsess over this person. I'm no longer mesmerized by this person. I no longer want this person. Do you know what I mean? To kind of like claim that your energy is yours, or to claim that you're going to make the right decision in love, or that the right person is going to come to you, or that you're going to see clearly what to do, especially if you feel indecisive here. One more card. What is this energy here about? Yeah, look at that, the Four of Swords. Yeah, that's what it is. To bring mental clarity, something about your mind being clear. I'm also hearing Spirit is saying there's going to be a lot of answers coming to you when you sit down and meditate. So you ask a question, then you sit down, let the meditation music play, and there's going to be answers coming to you, and then you write them down. Okay, the Four of Cups, yeah. It's kind of like the energy where you use a shitty energy and you turn it to your favor. Like something about where there's magical energy around when something, you know, where you use a disappointment and you create art out of it, or when you use a disappointment, or where you use this energy that was shitty and you make it beautiful, you know, kind of like where someone makes beautiful poetry because of. That's what Taylor Swift is doing. She has relationships, they are fucked up, she makes music with it, and she's living her life. She's living her dream life. But the inspiration comes from the bullshit ass energy that she's going through with men. So that could be, I feel like that's the energy that might be surrounding you right now. Or there's a particular project or passion that you are going to be discovering in the midst of this chaos in your love life, or in the midst of how this person played you, something along the lines. There's like something is being born out of it. It's a passion, it's a thirst for life, or feeling passionate about life again, you know, because they lead you to a place that reveals some type of passion to you, or a skill that you even have that you didn't know you had. Okay, one more thing, pile number one, we have the card here, Wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So there's also this energy here of using the wisdom. Sometimes the wisdom that you gain from shitty situations are worth gold. Like they literally turn into money. They literally turn into you living your best life because you find the gold in the bullshit. Okay, like the wisdom in the bullshit. Okay, number one, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pal number two. Welcome to your reading, guys. I'm starting this pick a card reading with your pal. There was so much coming through that I had to rush to start filming. Okay, so please bear with me. There's a lot of supernatural magical energy around you. If you tell me you felt restless, it is because there is a lot of supernatural energy around you. Okay, so please bear with me. There's so much information coming through. This could even be an omen where you feel like there's so much information coming through recently in dreams about people, about yourself, about your purpose, that you sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed by all the information that is coming to you. And for others of you, this is about to happen where maybe you have like a whole month or maybe a whole week where there's so much information coming to you that you need to sit down and process it. Okay, and for others of you, you might already be in that energy where things, it's kind of like an energy where your life flashes past you, or you have like a full circle moment, but it's like an abundance of information, and you have to kind of like sit down and digest it because everything starts to make sense. But at the same time, you also have to sit down and, I don't know, kind of like take a breath. Okay, or this reading might be doing that to you. Okay, so I hope you have a little bit of time because again, there's a lot of information coming through. So filter out which message is for you. And if you are not sure about a message being for you, ask your spirit guides, ask them, please confirm to me if that message was for me. Please send me a sign if this reading or if this particular message was for me. Okay, and they're gonna come through and send you signs to strengthen your intuition or to give you like a yes or a no or a green light or whatever. Okay, so there's a lot of energy coming through here. Okay, I'm gonna start what I'm seeing. Like there's so much information, but I'm hearing, first of all, I'm hearing Sailor Moon. So I don't know if someone here is very drawn to Sailor Moon, or you recently bought something with Sailor Moon on it, or something about where Sailor Moon is significant here for somebody, okay? I'm seeing Sailor Moon is significant here for somebody, or you really like anime, but again, specifically Sailor Moon could be significant. You used to watch it, maybe you started to watch it again, maybe you are very drawn to Sailor Moon, something Sailor Moon makeup, or something about a Sailor Moon t-shirt or whatever, or you recently saw somebody with a Sailor Moon t-shirt. Somehow Sailor Moon is significant for somebody watching here. For others of you, I'm seeing a heart necklace. Okay, I'm seeing something about jewelry and necklace, like a necklace or jewelry in general. I'm seeing something about where someone recently went to a jewelry store. For others of you, you recently bought a new necklace, a new ring, something about you bought jewelry for some of you guys, and for others of you, I feel like you got gifted jewelry. Okay, for some of you guys who recently received a gift and it was a piece of jewelry, may that be a ring, may that be a bracelet, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. For others of you, I'm also seeing an energy here of someone here recently you got your nails done, or you recently went to a nail salon, or something about there was something weird going on with a nail salon, but I'm also hearing a hair, like a hair and a nail salon. Okay, just a confirmation that this is your pal, and then we're going to go into the messages. Okay. For others of you, you recently had health issues, or you currently have health issues, okay? Or you witnessed somebody around you having health issues, specifically problems with the heart. I'm seeing problems with the heart, or problems with breathing, like where someone around you, or maybe you have noticed that you have trouble breathing, or it's really hard for you to breathe, or you felt a very heavy energy on your heart, specifically like your chest. For others of you, maybe you've heard a lot of tarot readings or psychics telling you that something is wrong with your heart chakra, or there's a blockage in your heart chakra, or you felt an invisible wall where you felt like you want to open up to people, but something is preventing you, and you felt like a heavy energy around your heart, or something about every time you want to open up to people, there's something blocking you, but it feels like it's something in your heart. Okay, for others of you, there's something about a heart-shaped necklace, is what I'm seeing here. Could be significant. Okay, or something about a heart-shaped something is what I'm picking up here. Okay. For some of you guys, I'm seeing here you were born on the 26th of a month, on the 27th of a month, of the 17th or the 16th of a month. For others of you, you are 26 or you are 27 currently, okay? Or maybe you have like a granddaughter or a daughter that is 26 or 27. I'm also seeing here, if you have a child, your child could also be 16 or 17. Okay, again, this is just channeled messages that I need to put out because Spirit is telling me it's significant for a lot of people here. Okay, but I do feel specifically very, very intensely that you have been noticing that people around you are sick, or you recently noticed that maybe you got a cold recently, or maybe you've noticed that you had a lot more health issues this year, this month, this week, or somebody around you somehow has health issues, or you've witnessed something about health issues around either you or a family member, or just in general that this year was kind of weird because you usually don't get colds that often, but you get colds a lot. I'm also hearing you're sneezing a lot, okay, or something about allergies. They were a lot worse than usual. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. And for others of you, there's something about you recently received a gift from somebody. You recently received a gift from somebody. It could also be connected to someone bought you something for your health, or something about where you received a gift either for your child. I'm also seeing someone here receiving a gift for your child. For others of you, if you have your own business or you have your own, I'm seeing something about decoration, like where you bought decoration for your office, in case you have an office, or you bought decoration for your business, or somebody bought you something for your office or your business. Do you know what I mean? Like where someone buys you something and then you put it in your office or in your business or on your business or whatever, something along those lines. Okay, just a confirmation that this is your pal here. For others of you, you recently had a lot of dreams about love. You had a lot of dreams about love. You might have started dreaming of your ex. You might have started dreaming of your ex's partner, kind of like where you have a lot of dreams that are connected to love, okay? Something about maybe you dream of a mysterious man or a mysterious woman, or maybe you dream of drama, but the drama is connected to love, kind of like a third party situation, or someone wants your man, or someone is jealous of you, or something along those lines, okay? For others of you, you had the suspicion. For others of you, you had the suspicion that someone is jealous of your relationship, or you had the suspicion that, how can I explain that energy? You had the suspicion, give me a moment guys, you had the suspicion that someone's partner doesn't like you. Kind of like, let's say for example, your boss has a wife or whatever, and every time the wife comes into the company, she gives you like a weird look because your boss talks very positively about you, or your boss likes you, but you feel like, I feel like my boss's wife, my boss's husband doesn't like me. Okay, just a confirmation again that this is your pal. Okay, there's so much coming through you, so please bear with me. I'm also being brought to pearls. Okay, so pearls could be significant somehow, some way in your life. Maybe you felt drawn to buy a pearl necklace, maybe you found a pearl necklace, maybe someone around you recently bought a pearl necklace, or something about a gift, but this gift is somehow connected to pearls, like pearl earrings, a pearl necklace, or you recently looked at a pearl something, okay? I'm also being brought to the color silver, so you could have been very, very drawn to the color silver, or you bought something in the color silver. Okay. For others of you, there was also signs around a whale, like where you have been very drawn to like sea creatures, specifically whales is what I'm picking up here, or very big animals, you know. I don't know what kind of other animal this would be, but I feel like whales are one of the biggest animals, I believe. Okay, I was also drawn to the stone hematite. In case you are familiar with stones, I'm being brought to pearls and the hematite, the pearl and the hematite stone. Okay, so whatever I'm talking about could be connected to everything that I just described. Okay, I'm also being brought to SpongeBob. I don't know why. I'm being brought to SpongeBob, but specifically the episode where the whale, I don't know, like Mr. Krabs, his daughter, turned 16, okay? So I'm also hearing Sweet 16, or I'm also hearing something about, again, SpongeBob, or something about cartoons, or something about a child could be significant, or could be connected to this reading, okay? Now let's begin your reading, guys. So first things first, I want to tell you guys that my intention with this reading actually was to look at the energy that is around you and that you can use, kind of like, okay, the energy is auspicious or the energy is very intense around career. So I'm going to do an extra spell, or I'm going to do extra manifestation to kind of like enhance that energy or really push the energy or keep the momentum going, okay? Or something about where you are very gifted with something, in case you did not watch the intro, where you are very gifted with something particular. For some people it's very easy for them to manifest friendships. For other people it's very easy for them to manifest love, career opportunities. For other people it's even easy for them to manifest getting out of tricky situations, kind of like where people have different niches where it's very easy for them to manifest something in that particular area in life. That was actually my intention. So just look at the supernatural energy that is around you, or the magical energy that is surrounding you, or something that you are very gifted at, where your power or your magic is the most powerful, or your manifestations are the most powerful in a particular area. It's very easy for you to maybe think positively about it, or again, you're just very gifted in that area. That was my intention. Now I shuffle the cards, and all of a sudden there's some very weird energy going on here. So I'm picking up two energies. I want to start where I want to show you guys that the magical energy that is surrounding you is definitely love, okay? True love. It says, true love come to me, true love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. Okay, guys, I just exchanged the light or like it exchanged the battery so that the light would be stronger, but maybe that's also very significant or like an omen for your reading. So basically, the energy that is surrounding you, the supernatural energy that is surrounding you, or the magical energy that is surrounding you is definitely your true love and your future spouse, okay? I'm talking about how love is in the air. That could also be the reason why you have a lot more dreams about love, okay? You have a lot more dreams that are romantic, where you kiss somebody, somebody kisses you. But I'm also hearing something about where you had a lot more dreams about your ex, or something about you had dreams about third-party situations where someone was jealous of you or you were jealous of someone, something about where there was drama around a relationship. Maybe you also get a lot of information about other people's relationship, where kind of like you sometimes have dreams, but those dreams are somehow showing you like what is happening in other people's relationship here, okay? But what I'm basically trying to say is, first of all, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, because this love energy that is surrounding you is not the only magical energy that is surrounding you. But basically, with the true love come to me, I feel like your magic is the strongest, like your love spells or your manifestations to manifest love or your true love and your future spells are the strongest at this point in time, or it's the right time. I'm hearing if you are 26 or 27 specifically, but not for everybody, of course. Yeah, your spirit guides are here, definitely. If you are 26 or 27, it's the right time for you to experience true love, or experience maybe your first relationship, or the first true soulmate relationship, or the first true healing relationship. Maybe you've been in a lot of drama relationships, but I'm hearing something about where 26 or 27 you were supposed to, like, I'm hearing club 27, but specifically about how 26 or 27, it was somehow like destined that you meet somebody by the age of 26 or 27. Like, I'm being brought to somebody who looks at your palm, where someone is like palm reading. This could be also significant in your life right now, and they could say you're going to meet somebody when you're 26 or 27, like a psychic who tells you like, but I'm being brought to like very old psychics that don't even use cards. They just look at you, or they look at your palm. And I'm seeing like a psychic, but I feel like it's a spirit guide, to be honest with you guys. Something about you will meet your true love by the age of 26 or 27. Okay, again, not for everybody, just this extra confirmation for everybody who is 26 and 27. Also specifically if you've never been in a relationship, or your last relationship was so toxic, and spirit is like, it's time for you to experience like healthy love or true love or something along those lines. Okay, so again, if you have done any magic spells, if you have been trying to visualize or whatever, and you have been doing it in multiple areas, the strongest magic that is around you is love. Like, your magical spells connected to love are the strongest. Maybe it's the easiest for you to visualize yourself with your true love and your future spouse compared to visualizing yourself with money, or visualizing yourself like traveling. Does that make sense? There's something about where you are very gifted with manifesting love or bringing love to you, or something along those lines. So again, if you want to kind of like strengthen this magic, you can definitely do that. I'm being brought to sex magic in case you want to use it, or visualizing a lot more. There's something about where the strongest force around you when it comes to magical energy is true love. Okay, you are in the process of manifesting your true love in your future spouse. I feel like that's the next big thing that is going to manifest in your life. Maybe you've been thinking about, will I manifest new friends, or will I manifest love, or will I manifest career opportunities, or will I manifest, you know what I mean, like traveling abroad or working abroad. I feel like the next big thing that is manifesting in your life is true love, falling in love. The card literally says you're falling in love very soon. Okay, let me show you this card. And sorry guys, if I'm super duper excited, it is because my intuition told me to do this reading, but I was not prepared for the messages that come with it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. I'm also picking up here for some of you guys, not for everybody. I'm picking up here that your true love and your future spouse might be somebody from the past. Hold on, listen. I'm not talking about an ex. I'm talking about like when you were 16 or 17 years old, you had a big crush on somebody, is what I'm picking up here. Or something about we used to have a strong or a big crush on somebody when you were a little younger, maybe even elementary school, and you didn't see each other for years, and you're gonna see each other again. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. So not for everybody, but for some of you guys, it's like an old crush, or like someone that you were in love with this person when you were in elementary school or something along those lines, and you guys are going to end up meeting again, and this person's actually your true love. So you felt it already when you were 16 or 17, or like in your younger years, but this love is fully manifesting only now. Okay, not for everybody. Okay, but it says you're falling in love very soon. So the magic that is the strongest around you is love, okay? You're manifesting love right now. There's magical energy surrounding your love life, supernatural energy surrounding your love life, strong magic surrounding your love life, okay? So if you want to enhance the energy, or if you want to bring something faster to you, I don't know if you can bring something faster to you, maybe not, I don't know. But I'm picking up here, you can work with the love magic right now. You working with love magic would be the strongest in your life right now. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where it's time for love, or your heart is the most open for love, where your heart maybe has more resistance towards abundance, or new friends, or traveling abroad, or whatever you want to manifest, or a new apartment. Your heart is the most open, or you are the most receptive to love. So Spirit is telling me that if you want to use the magic, or you want to use this magical energy in the air, you can definitely really laser focus on love. Again, not obsessing over it, but if you want to buy a 7-day candle of bringing true love to you, or if you want to, you know, like write down every day, I meet my true love today, I meet my future spouse today, you can definitely do that, because the energy is very, very intense when it comes to your love life, okay? Meaning that this is the type of area in your life that is going to manifest the most, or the fastest, or the biggest energies around your love life, okay, is what I'm trying to say. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, because that's not the only energy that I pick up here. So we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, you had health issues, or you have been, and when I say health issues, this could be literally anything. This could be that you've noticed that your mental health is a lot more worse than usual. You could have noticed that maybe, again, that it's not easy for you to breathe, or you have trouble breathing, or you feel a very heavy energy on your chest, because we have the angel of health here, okay? So if you want to know what your spirit guides are helping you with, it is your health. If you ask yourself what these signs are, like you received signs, you had dreams, and you've been trying to understand what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. First of all, they're trying to tell you that your true love and your future spouse is coming to you, or your true love is coming to you, and you might end up, you know, marrying them. Or you are about to fall in love. That's what the signs have been trying to tell you. That's the magical energy around you. But the magical energy around you is also about health. Okay, where spirit has been trying to highlight health, or trying to highlight how something is good for your health, or how something is not good for your health. So your spirit guides have been trying to either heal you mentally, physically, or emotionally, or even spiritually, okay? Something about where your spirit guides are working overtime when it comes to your health, or the magical energy that is around you is also about how you are about to manifest the healthiest version of yourself, okay? Now we have to talk about everything. So again, I pick up something about health issues with the heart, health issues with breathing. I'm seeing something about health issues like where your nails are very fragile. Like you maybe you've noticed that your nails are very fragile. Maybe you've noticed like pain in your hands is also what I'm picking up here. For others of you, you've noticed, and again, when I say health issues, you just could have noticed that maybe you feel very stiff, or something about your health, okay, is what I'm picking up here. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? Because we have the 5 of Swords here 3 fucking times. So the angel number 555 could be significant, or somehow 555 is significant, 111 as well. The 5 of Swords usually talks about conflict, okay? And I was not prepared for that, because again, I just wanted to see like, oh, what kind of magical energy is around you, you know? And I did not know that they are going to show me both, you know, because magical energy can be good, but it can also be other stuff. So we have the 5 of Swords here 3 times, okay? We have the 5 of Swords here. Let me show you the cards. And that card does not look good at all, okay? We also have the 5 of Swords here as well. And it looks like a cross that is like, how do you call it? Upside down. So maybe that could also be a significant sign here. And where's the 3rd? Yeah, and then we have the 5 of Swords here as well. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords 3 times, and I was like, what the heck? Because that's a very conflicting energy here, okay? So I was asking, what is this about? Okay, I'm going to show you the cards. I was asking, what the heck is all of that about? The card that was clarifying this conflicting energy was bad health. And then I was like, okay, what is that? And then it came out with the card gift. Okay. Now, if you put 2 and 2 together, there is an energy where someone has been influencing your health or sending negative energy either towards your love life or your health, which might be the reason why your spirit guides want you to focus specifically on health and on love magic. Does that make sense? Something about where people maybe have been sending a lot of negative energy to your relationship, in case you are in a relationship here, or they have been sending a lot of negative energy towards the health of your relationship, if that makes sense. Okay, or someone wanted you to break up with your person or something along those lines. Okay, in case you are in a relationship already and you feel like this person really is for you. For others of you, I would highly recommend for you to ask your spirit guides to show you a sign whether or not the person that you're thinking about is really your true love or not. Because I feel like for some of you guys it is not, where this person just, you know, I wouldn't say they put a love spell on you, but it might feel like a love spell where someone puts like a love spell on you. I'm being brought to Harry Potter. Do you guys remember Harry Potter, where there was this one girl in Harry Potter that wanted to put a love spell on Harry Potter because she thought that Harry Potter is the chosen one, you know, kind of like the chosen one, or that Harry Potter has a big destiny. And she put a love spell in chocolate, and she put it in Harry's room, but then Ron ate it. This is also what I'm picking up. So for some of you guys, there could be an energy where the reason why you're so obsessed or crazy over somebody is because they do something to make you kind of like where they drive you crazy on purpose, or they do things on purpose for you to obsess over them. So again, ask your spirit guides if the person that you're thinking about is really your true love, because I'm not here to tell you what this really is about. This reading is for a lot of people. For some of you guys, this person is your true love, and for others of you, this could be a situation of kind of like a love spell, kind of like the energy of a love spell. I'm not saying that they will literally put a love spell on you, but maybe they do things that they know trigger you to come back to them, or they one day they're very sweet to you and the next day they do other stuff or something along those lines. Okay, where this person's really good at manipulating or really good at speaking smoothly or making you fall in love, but they're not, do you know what I mean? Like there's also something shady attached to it. This is like a person who's really good at this would be a person who's really good at making people fall in love with them. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Again, not for everybody. So with the bad health card here, this tells me that for some of you guys, and again, just filter out if this is your message. Okay, for some of you guys, I pick up that someone has been sending a lot of negative energy to your health. Maybe someone is jealous of how happy you always are, or where someone sees that you are mentally very at peace, or maybe someone is very jealous of your physical body, like where you're, you know, someone is really jealous of like how smooth your skin is or how beautiful your body is. Or again, even for some people where people are, or a particular person is jealous of your mental health, or maybe they might even be jealous that you have a job that is very healthy. Do you know what I mean? Like where someone is like jealous that you are in the department where it's the calmest or the most peace, and they're like maybe in the department that is full of stress, and they're like, you know, pile number 2, you know, she has like pile number 2 has good health because pile number 2 is in a better position, or pile number 2 has a job that is better for their mental health. So that there could be some type of envy around either your mental health, your physical body, around your beauty, or around your skin, or something about health here. Okay, is what I'm picking up, which is the reason why we have bad health here. So I pick up a strong energy where there have been negative energy sent towards your health, may that be mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, which is the reason why Spirit is saying yes. Spirit is saying they want you to take control, okay? Because if you think about it, things can only influence you when you don't take control. Because when I was shuffling your cards, the first thing that I heard was, if you don't take control, someone else will. So you have a person around you that is very controlling. I don't know if it's an ex. I don't know if it's like a person. It's kind of like a person who feels like, everything should go the way they want it to go. There could be an energy where you are more a relaxed person, or maybe you just recently realized that you have to take a lot more action, or that you have to take control of something, right? That you have to be the one that decides your mood, or you have to decide who's triggering you and who's not triggering you, or that you decide what manifests in your life by putting the energy out there and not just waiting and sitting, but that you literally decide, I'm going to put this energy out there. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you recently realized that you want to take a lot more control of a situation or of your life, or of the energy that is surrounding you by practicing a lot more magic, a lot more manifestation. Maybe you want to take more control of your health by, kind of like, there could be an energy where you feel like, okay, this is not good for me, but I'm in control to make it good. I'm in control to make the situation better. Or Spirit wants you to be more in that energy, okay, to take more control, because you could be a person that is very passive, very laid back, where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna let things happen and stuff like that. But there's a very controlling person around you. I don't know who this is, but that's why Spirit said, if you don't take control of the situation, the other person will take control of it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what exactly this is about, but to me this feels like there's a very controlling energy around you where, for example, someone wants to be the first one to get married, or someone wants to be the main character in a movie, or like I'm being brought to villains who in a movie who are salty about the other person being the main character. There could be a person around you that feels like you are always the main character, or there's always special energy around you. There's always signs and synchronicities that concern you. Spirit is always talking to you. The universe is always sending you energy. So they feel like you are the main character and it pisses them off. Do you know what I mean? And there could be an energy where they just send envious energy to you or negative energy to you, and that energy could affect you. Could affect your health, either mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, unless you practice magic for good health. Does that make sense? Where you practice magic for good health, where you kind of like, where you practicing magic for good health, may that be writing down how you are healthy, how you feel good, how your body is in shape, how your skin is clearing up. Where you write it down, it's like your energy becomes a lot stronger, like where you manifesting good health triumphs over the person sending you negative energy, which then affects your health. Okay, for others of you, this is about how once you meet your true love and your future spouse and you have a ring on your finger, because I'm particularly being brought to rings, where there's something about rings, something about jewelry, like I'm being brought to a diamond ring, okay? So I'm picking up something about where you're going to get the most, or there's going to be a lot of jealousy around your engagement or around your future spouse or around your love life, because again, there's something about where maybe someone feels like you always find, for example, you could even be the person, you are always in a relationship, or how can I explain that? It's not hard for you to find a person, or it's not hard for you to date or find somebody, but you're going to end up finding the right one. Does that make sense? So there could be a person around you who feels like pile number 2 is always in a relationship and I've never been in one, or pile number 2 is engaged the 3rd time or got married the 2nd time and I didn't even meet a person for myself once. Do you know what I mean? Like where someone is going to be very envious of your relationship, of your partner, of the diamond ring that you're going to get, or of your engagement ring. Maybe you're going to get engaged very fast. Maybe you're going to say, oh my God, it was love at first sight. It was so magical. And I feel like someone is going to be very, very envious and jealous of you. Meaning that before your true love and your future spouse comes to you, you already have to protect yourself by practicing magic or manifestation around good health. Does that make sense? Where Spirit is saying your true love and your future spouse is going to come into your life and it's going to be magical, but there's also going to be jealousy around you, around your marriage, your relationship, your engagement, whatever, whoever. So what you can do is Spirit wants you to specifically focus on manifesting good health, because you manifesting good health is going to be a protection shield for your marriage, for your relationship, for this love story, that it's going to kind of like protect you from drama, or it's going to protect you from mental health issues. For example, where you get a lot of attacks, psychic attacks or negative energy sent towards you, and it might end up, making you feel you get a lot more colds, or you get a lot sick more often, or all of a sudden your skin is doing some weird stuff. Do you know what I mean? So what you can do is you practice good health and nobody can touch you. Spirit is saying practice manifesting good health. May that be you create a jar, or for some of you guys, you maybe want to do it in a very traditional way, kind of like where you really want to focus on eating fruits and vegetables and herbs and stuff like that. But I'm also picking up something about setting out intentions where you write down, I am healthy, I am fit, I am full of energy, I'm full of light, my thoughts are so positive. But you have to do that consistently. Does that make sense? Where you protect your connection or your future spouse or your marriage, your engagement, by being mentally very healthy or physically very healthy or spiritually very healthy. Okay, so there's a lot of magic around your health, or Spirit wants you to practice a lot of magic, a lot of manifestation around your health, because that might be your Achilles heel, or that might be the energy, like the energy that is sent towards you. It somehow affects your health somehow, some way. Okay, so you protect yourself from that energy that is sent towards you by practicing good health, okay? I don't want you guys to overthink it, where it comes from or who it is from. Or I'm hearing Spirit doesn't want you to overthink who this person is and where it comes from. All they want you to do is, like, if you focus on manifesting good health, you're good to go, you're unstoppable, nothing is going to happen. But they maybe want you to focus a lot more on your health, again manifesting good health by just writing it down and visualizing it, creating a jar, planting something in the ground, doing some type of ritual that is connected to health, maybe every other month, maybe every other day, maybe every day, writing it down depending on what feels right to you. Okay, and then you're good to go. Okay, because that could be your Achilles heel, like your health could be your Achilles heel. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, your mother or your parents, where something about where there was a lot of health issues when you were born, is what I'm picking up here. This could also be an extra confirmation that your Achilles heel is your health, or something about where this negative energy sent towards you could affect your health. It's kind of like an energy where you already are out of shape, and then you have somebody sending you negative energy. It's not a good combination. But if you are in shape and someone is sending you negative energy, it just bounces off of you. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. So for others of you, this bad health could also be connected to how you received a gift from somebody. This could be a jewelry piece. I'm also saying for some of you guys, someone put an evil eye on your jewelry piece, like where maybe you were gifted something and someone put an evil eye on it, like, oh, I want this ring, I want this necklace, or do you know what I mean? Like where there's something about a gift that is not good for you, like a gift that is in your home, or something that you got gifted that is in your home. And Spirit is like, this needs to go, like you need to throw it away. Okay, this could be again connected to the color silver, like a silver stone. This could be connected to a hematite. This could be connected to a pearl. Okay, this jewelry piece, because if I look at this card right here, for me this feels like something on your hands. There could be something on your hands, or Spirit has been sending you signs connected to your hands. For others of you, Spirit is asking you to cleanse your jewelry pieces. Something about where Spirit is like, you have to cleanse your jewelry pieces, because maybe the person that was selling it to you, maybe their energy was not good, because they told me to describe to you why. Just imagine how some people, everybody has energy, It's not that easy for us to see what is really going on, because everything is physical. But if you look at everything under like an X-ray, or if you have like these particular machines that show you vibrations and that show you kind of like, for example, if you scan the brain, I think you can also see like different colors that show you the brain activity, right? So if you think about it, there's like this reality, but there's also the other reality that you see in X-rays, that you see in waves and frequencies and stuff like that, right? And Spirit is telling me to explain to you, or maybe you already know about it, okay? But maybe there's someone new here where I have to explain it to this person. So with the Three of Swords, because I'm trying to describe it to you guys, just imagine someone has a very dark, heavy energy and they touch your stuff, or they gift something to you. But whatever they touch already has their energy on it. So I feel like there's a particular person, again, even maybe you bought like a jewelry piece, and maybe the seller was this doesn't even have to be that this person was intentionally or is intentionally trying to send you negative energy. This could just be that this person in general has a very dark, heavy energy. So when they touch your stuff, you have to cleanse it. For some of you guys, you recently bought jewelry and you didn't cleanse it, and Spirit wants you to do a cleansing ritual around the jewelry pieces that you recently bought. You forgot about it, okay? To kind of like any energy attached to it, you cleanse it, okay? Where you have to cleanse your stuff so that there's no energy attached to it, okay? For others of you, this is literally about throwing stuff away. If you have old jewelry from old marriages and old relationships and stuff like that, this needs to go. Particularly if you do know that your partner or your ex-partner wants you back. Like if you particularly know that your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend wants you back and you still have stuff from them, that's a no-no, okay? Because they're blocking the energy. Their energy is still attached to that jewelry piece, okay? So this has to go. For others of you, on the bright side, for others of you, you could be very gifted with jewelry pieces, kind of like where you set intentions onto jewelry pieces, kind of like where you buy a bracelet and you do a ritual around how this bracelet is going to bring you confidence. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where you have the gift of programming jewelry to work for you, okay? There could be an energy where I'm also seeing a spirit guide asking you, do you remember this magical thing that happened to you when you bought some type of jewelry piece, or something about a jewelry piece that you bought, or something about a jewelry piece that you programmed in the past and how it worked wonders. Okay, so for others of you, this magical energy that I'm picking up here could also be connected to how you have the gift of, or what particularly works very well for you is setting intentions to your jewelry pieces, or something about you manifest a lot of stuff into your life by jewelry pieces or crystals or something along the lines, like something about your soul or your spirit is very connected to that. For others of you, spirit might want you to experiment with jewelry pieces and crystals and stones, and you put an intention into that crystal, into that stone, into that bracelet. Then you put it on your body and you just let things happen, okay? Where you're going to have like a crazy magical moment because of a jewelry piece. And you said, this jewelry piece is going to bring money to me, and then this jewelry piece brings money to you. Does that make sense? Something along the lines, kind of like where you speak life into your jewelry pieces. May that be your rings, your bracelets, your necklace and stuff like that, okay? For others of you, this is just a confirmation because you felt in your heart that you want to buy new jewelry. Like something in your soul told you, it's time for me to buy new jewelry, or something in your soul told you, it's time for me to kind of like, oh, I had this necklace since I was this and that. Not for everybody, of course, just when you felt it in your heart, kind of like, oh, you know, maybe I should buy a new necklace. It's symbolizing the new me, my new life, my new chapter and stuff like that, is what I'm picking up here. So for some of you guys, you felt very drawn to buying new jewelry or buying new bracelets or getting new crystals or something along those lines. And it's basically like your intuition telling you that it's time for you to get rid of the old stuff and bring new stuff to you, if that makes sense, okay? Especially with the Ace of Cups here. Something about where there's a lot of energy around you concerning purifying or purity or cleansing, okay? Something about cleansing the items that you buy, or something about, again, jewelry pieces, specifically if you know that the person that sold it to you was very, had a weird energy or whatever. Okay, and again, for others of you, this is about a gift that you received and this gift needs to go, okay? Something about there's like dark energy attached to some type of gift. If you don't know what I'm talking about, tell your spirit guides, please tell me what the fuck this is about, because I don't know what this is about, okay? Is what I'm picking up here, okay? So ask your spirit guides what they mean. Now on the bright side, I'm bouncing from both energies, but it's funny because we have the Justice card here. So spirit is like there's two sides to the coin, there's two energies, and magic is not always only good, because I'm being brought to Disney movies where there's like an enchanted, that's what it is, that's the word, where there is an enchanted gift or an enchanted jewelry piece. Okay, so on the flip side, if you think about Disney villains that enchant a jewelry piece, it's like a negative thing, kind of like the same thing as Harry Potter, right? But what you can do, or like the other side of the coin, is when you program or when you buy things and you enchant them with good energy. Does that make sense? That's the type of vibe that I'm picking up here, about kind of like triumphing, I'm hearing how the good wins over the bad, you know, by you, kind of like where you use the same technique but with light to trick the trickster. Because I'm picking up a strong energy here. The energy that I felt when I was reading your cards or when I was shuffling your cards, the energy that I felt when I was shuffling your cards, I was brought to poker, which is funny because the Five of Swords came out. I was brought to poker, and I was brought to kind of like how there's two people like trying to win the game, kind of like who's more intelligent, like playing chess or playing poker, where you have to think a lot, right? So there's like two energies here, right? And I'm seeing you here bluffing, kind of like where you make, you know, like certain gestures with your face that make your opponent think that you are doubtful or that you're gonna lose. But you're bluffing because you have all aces on your hands, but your opponent or the other person doesn't know. So it's basically you are smarter than the trickster, or you are smarter than the negative energy sent to you. Does that make sense? Something about the energy that is surrounding you is how you are smarter than the person who thinks they are smart. Okay, or that you are really good at outsmarting negative energy. Now, if I talk about negative energy and if I talk about outsmarting negative energy, this could even be an energy where you are really good at outsmarting your brain, kind of like where you want to eat something very unhealthy, but then you outsmart your brain by taking something healthy but somehow putting chocolate on it so it has the same effect on the brain. Does that make sense? Sometimes, like, I'm picking up the energy where you are very good at psychology, or the magic that is surrounding you is somehow connected to tricking the trickster, or somehow tricking the brain into working for you. Does that make sense? Where you trick your own brain to work for you by doing something, kind of like, oh, you want this very unhealthy chocolate, but what if you take a piece of apple and you put a teeny tiny insy wincy little bit of chocolate on it, so your brain is going to be satisfied because you got the taste of chocolate, but it is healthier. So you basically were tricking your own mind into choosing the healthier option. That's also another energy that I pick up here. If it's not particularly another person, this is about how you trick your own brain into making the right decision or choosing a healthier option, or how you trick your brain into no longer procrastinating, or how you trick your brain or how you trick your mind into working for you, kind of like where you are lazy. But if you, for example, if you know, oh man, I'm so lazy today, but if you know that you usually get very hyper when you listen to a particular song, that you could trick your brain or your mind into becoming active or hyperactive so that you overcome your laziness. Does that make sense? Something about where spirit wants you to trick either your own mind, because maybe your own mind is working against you sometimes, or something about where you somehow, again, like trick the trickster. And I don't know who the trickster is in your mind, okay? So this could be a particular person, but this could also be like, okay, how am I going to trick my brain into doing the right thing? Or how am I going to trick my brain? And you use different techniques. Does that make sense? Where maybe you really don't like cleaning, but you like listening to music. So if you put on music, maybe it's easier for you to clean and you don't even notice how you're cleaning your room because you're listening to the music. So you tricked your brain into doing the hard stuff, because you somehow understand your brain and you understand how your brain works, that you need music or you need something that stimulates you while you do stuff that you don't want to do. So you get a lot more stuff done on the to-do list because you trick your brain. Does that make sense? That's also another energy that I pick up very heavily. For others of you, this is about tricking the trickster, where you already know that your auntie has a bad energy, so you already put on your necklace when you go to the family reunion so that her energy just, brushes off of you. That's another thing that I'm picking up here. Okay, it's going to make sense to you somehow, some way. Something about where I'm hearing as innocent as a dove and as wise as a serpent, where you are as wise as a serpent, where you already know the next step or the next trick of your trickster, where like the villain is trying to trick the hero in a movie, but the hero already knows what the trickster, like where you know the enemy. Yeah, I'm hearing where you know the enemy in and out, so you already know the next step of your enemy. Again, even if it's your own brain, because sometimes we are our own enemy and other times it's other people. So see what is going on in your life. It could actually even be both, since we have the Justice card here. Okay, it's a very significant energy here, or something about how I'm hearing how love triumphs over negative energy. Okay, so you are the strongest when you exude love, or when you practice love magic, or when you just spread love everywhere you go. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. But yeah, you are about to fall in love. The energy is the strongest around your love life, or the strongest around protecting your love life, getting engaged, something about a vacation, or this could even be an energy where your partner's gonna, something about where you are really good at manifesting good things for your partner. Do you know what I mean? Like where every time you do manifestation techniques or spells or whatever, that you bring a lot of good energy and good luck to your partner in case you are in a relationship. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Number two, I feel like these two cards are connected. Okay, let me show that to you, what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let me actually see how I'm gonna do that. Okay, I feel like these two cards are connected. So this is the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is like your true love. Okay, to me this feels like, because the Knight of Cups is a person who, the Knight of Cups is a person who fantasizes about love. They want to fall in love. The Knight of Cups wants to fall in love. The Knight of Cups wants to experience love at first sight. The Knight of Cups wants to meet their person. The Knight of Cups wants to know if true love exists. Okay, so I pick up a strong energy here where your true love and your future spouse is like, they feel like they want to experience true love, or maybe you sent a lot of energy to them and it's like a telepathic communication where they feel very, very drawn to somehow look for you or find you or open up to love, or do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you are seducing them without even being in their life, but it's like your energy is very seducing. Okay, they could actually have very, very sweet, beautiful dreams of love that open their heart to the idea of falling in love, or looking for love, or going out there and being open to love, or being open to falling in love. Okay, where their heart is opening, and once the heart is open and there's no resistance, something can manifest. Okay, so that could be the energy that is surrounding your true love right now in this very moment. But I'm seeing here, when I look at this card, to me this looks like the path. This is like the path of your future spouse to you. Do you see that right here? Like this path right here. Okay, and for some odd reason I feel like it's connected to this card. This is like your heart. This is you and your heart, and this is like your true love. This is like your true love being on their way to you. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here very, very strongly. Okay, and the card here says, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? Okay, so there could also be an energy where once you practice a lot of kindness, kind of like where you practice a lot of kindness, because I feel like there is a very mean person around you. Just imagine you have a very mean person around you. I don't know who this is. And if you also are mean to yourself, then who is working for you? Who's making things happen for you? Who's manifesting things for you if you are also mean to yourself? So when you become your best friend, and when you become very, very kind to yourself, then this meanie, or this person, you know, that is mean to you or sends you mean energy, it brushes off, because you got your back, or because the love that you have for yourself is so strong that it protects you from any negative energy that is sent towards you. Okay, for some of you guys, I'm also hearing mirror magic. Spirit is telling me something about where you could also have a very strong energy connected, or there's a lot of magical energy connected to either like a mirror, or buying a mirror, or cleaning a mirror, or something about vanity, like where you have maybe like a vanity, or like something about cleaning your closet is what I'm picking up here. Cleaning your makeup, getting rid of makeup, getting rid of jewelry. But I'm also seeing something about a vanity, in case you do have like a vanity that you sit in front and do your makeup on. Maybe it's time for you to clean something or throw something away. But for others of you, I'm also hearing very strongly, I heard that in a TikTok was it a TikTok? I don't know what this was. Or was it a short on YouTube? Someone said they took out a picture of themselves as a child, kind of like where you find out, oh, that could be the reason why we have the child here, because I was clarifying where the Five of Swords is here, and it says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay, so for some of you guys, the jealousy is also because you got a new job, or because you are about to start your own business and people can feel that you're going to be successful, or you already received a lot of success around your business, and that's why these people are sending so much energy to you. Okay, and for others of you, this is also like jealousy around the pregnancy is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, jealousy around the pregnancy. Also, for some of you guys, you also had problems with your bones. Something about problems with a bone, or where a bone is not where it's supposed to be, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Yeah, but so in this YouTube short, they talked about how they took a picture of themselves as a child and they put it on their mirror so that they always realize that the person that they're talking to, like when you see the younger version of yourself, kind of like when you see a picture of yourself as a child, and would you have the same mean thoughts, or would you want this child to have everything in the world and all the love and all the abundance that this child deserves? Because we're sometimes very mean to ourselves when we grow up, but we would never be this mean to a little child. So if you take a picture of yourself as a child, it's going to be easier for you to be kind to yourself, because you realize and understand that there's a child within you that deserves nothing but love, nothing but abundance, nothing but greatness, you know. So for some of you guys, this could be a significant manifestation technique that helps you with your self-love. And for others of you, if you already practice self-love, your self-love is going to bring you, your self-love basically is going to bring you to your true love in your future spouse. That's where the energy is the most potent, the strongest, okay, right now. One more thing that I'm picking up here is we have here the card, set your sights higher, increase your standards and expect more for yourself, don't settle. So for some of you guys, with the increase your standards and expect more for yourself, Spirit maybe wants you to put a lot more effort again into your health, or into love magic, love manifestation, or into creating harmony around you. Again, where you're not just passive and you let things happen or you let things slide, but you take action, okay? Where if you don't take control of the energy that is around you on that day, on that week, in that week, if you don't take action on the energy that is surrounding your love life and your health, by saying it, by speaking it, by claiming good health, somebody else is going to take control over it, okay? Not that people usually do that, but I feel like there's someone that is very controlling. They might be a little bit cuckoo crazy in the head, and they want to control your life or what happens in your life or whatever. So again, it's very important for you to be more active, to be more of a leader, or to know this is going to happen today. This is the energy. That's the energy that I set out into the universe today. Okay, kind of like to embrace your Aries energy, or to embrace your Mars energy. For some of you guys, your Mars placements could be very significant, or your Aries placements could be very significant, where there's a lot of magic around, you know, your Aries or your Mars placements, okay? So again, to kind of like increase your standards, or to do a lot more, or yeah, to put a lot more effort into either your health or your love magic, or harmony, creating harmony around you, okay, on a daily basis. Because it says, harmony as I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care, okay? Now, one last thing that I also want to tell you guys is, I told you there's so much coming through here. We have the Hermit card here. Now with the Hermit card here, Spirit is also saying that you being isolated right now is actually a good thing, because you can laser focus on health, or you can laser focus on healing, or you can laser focus on creating harmony around you, in your energy, in your aura, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, okay? And for others of you, let me actually clarify the Hermit card here. And for others of you, I'm also picking up the energy here of people who think that you're doing nothing. Like, can I say something? To me, this feels like pile number 2, the energy that is surrounding you. First of all, I feel like a lot of people underestimate you, but it's good because if people knew how powerful you were, a lot more people would work against you, so it's actually a good thing. So don't even try to prove your intelligence or your power to people, because people underestimating you is a good thing. It's an advantage, okay? If you feel like people underestimate you, it's a good thing, because if people know how powerful you are, they're going to put a lot more effort into taking you down or sending you negative energy, right? For others of you, with the Hermit card here, to me this feels like where someone thinks, oh, pile number 2 doesn't do anything with their life, they're just at home, or pile number 2 there's nothing happening in pile number 2's life because you're not moving. But the funny thing is, everything is happening spiritually, or everything is happening in your heart. So it's kind of like you trick the trickster, because the trickster thinks you are isolated and by yourself and sad, but they don't know that you become the healthiest version of yourself. And once you are out, you know, once you come out of isolation, once you come out of the hiding, you're going to manifest so many things because you took the time to heal, but people see it as you don't do anything. Does that make sense? Where someone is meditating and people would be like, oh, he's just sitting there. But you're not just sitting there, you're literally healing your mind to the point where you manifest things into your life that other people don't manifest into their life, because they still have like, it's like where you entangle, where you dissolve and entangle knots in your brain, in your mind, in your system, belief systems that you entangle, okay? You rewire your brain, but to other people from the outside, it looks like you're just sitting there, even though you're literally in the process of rewiring your brain to working for you instead of against you, okay? Is what I'm picking up here as well. But let me get one more card while the Hermit card is here. Yeah, we have the Death card. Yeah, you being in isolation is a huge transformation right now, okay? Or something for some of you guys, that could be an energy where your magic is the strongest when you are in isolation, okay? One more. Where's the Hermit card here? Yeah, for others of you, Spirit might be telling you to spend a lot more time at home, because they want you to focus. Like, Spirit is like, okay, it's time for you to practice magic and manifestation, like laser focus, or put so much energy and effort and love and care and attention to your manifestations and your self-love and your rituals and stuff like that. So maybe they want you to decline or not be out so much. Does that make sense? Where they want you to be home a lot more, or they don't want you to feel bad for being at home or being isolated, because you are in the process of healing so many things at once, mentally, spiritually, physically, and once you come out, again, you will have like a protection shield around you, and you created that protection shield around you by spending time by yourself, by not being surrounded by people or by being isolated, okay? So it's not a bad thing here, okay? There is a time in a day to go out and be with people, which is soon, especially since you are going to fall in love soon. But take the time or spend the time in isolation as, okay, I'm gonna kind of like where people cannot see your next move because you are in isolation, or you are kind of like isolated, or people don't know about your next move. They think you're just at home, you know, sitting, not doing anything, but you're literally healing every part of your being, every part of your fiber. And once you come out of the hiding, you're gonna be the most powerful version of yourself, and you're creating a protection shield around you, okay? While things are manifesting for you, negative energy is gonna bounce off like it's nothing, okay? Pile number 2, that's all I have for you guys. That was an interesting reading. So again, get ready. You are about to fall in love. You are about to meet somebody that you would call your true love. Okay, let me actually get one last card. Can you clarify the true love come to me? Because I feel like this person is like around you. Yeah, Page of Swords. I feel like for some of you guys, you're also about to receive more information about your true love or about your love life. So you could also manifest receiving information about your love life or your future spouse. Okay, does that make sense? One more. Where's the true love come to me here? Oh, we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, because the King, the Pentacle energy is about something materializing, right? Because water is emotions, swords is thoughts, fire is passion, kind of like the desire. But Pentacles is something manifesting, okay? Something materializing, something that you can touch. Okay, you can touch him or her very, very soon. You're going to touch his beard. You're gonna touch her cheek very, very soon, okay? Bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's about to happen. You already know it's about to happen, okay? It's about to happen, big time. Okay, until then, you already know what to do. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all I have for you guys, pile number 2. So again, become more of a leader, or be more active, or be a lot more, how can I explain that? Be a lot more controlling. But what I'm trying to say is, if you feel like someone else is trying to control you, to take back your control or take back your power by setting intentions, by speaking things into existence, look at that. Do you know what I mean? Something about where Spirit wants you to embrace the Mars energy inside of you. Kind of like this energy inside of you that takes action, or the masculine energy inside of you that takes action, or the Mars energy that controls things, and that where you decide how something is going, or what is happening, what is not happening, what you accept, what you don't accept, and not just be like too passive, where you let things slide and you let people, you know, people's negative energy slide. Like, you have to be a lot more firm, like, no. Look at that energy. Like an energy where, like, I demand this negative energy to leave my fucking room, or I set the intention that this day is gonna be freaking amazing and I'm gonna have positive thoughts and I love myself and I'm, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, where you are very firm with your energy. Your energy has to become more firm, more powerful. Like, I decide what is happening, okay? Oh, that's the right word. I'm hearing you need to insert yourself a lot more, or insert your energy a lot more. Maybe you're very, like, again, where you let other people take the lead, or where you feel like other people know better than you, but Spirit is like, no, you know what's best for you, or something about they want you to insert your energy or your intention a lot more. Insert your energy and your intention how you want the day to go. Insert your energy and your intention in the crystals that you buy. Insert your energy and your intention into projects, you know. Not to just let things happen, but to insert your energy, or to insert your force, your life force, your energy into things, okay? Pile number 2, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, guys. I just got new cards in the mail, so I'm shuffling them right now. They literally came up as I was filming. But anyway, welcome to your reading, guys. Pile number 3. Let me cleanse the energy. So if you have not watched the intro, this reading is going to be about magical energies surrounding you. For example, we all know that there's certain energies that go on that we cannot see with our physical eyes, with our 2 eyes, right? That's why we have certain devices that can, for example, show you the brain activity or what is happening in the brain. You need a specific device for that, or you need devices to, you know, measure the frequency or the energy of something, or to show what kind of vibration something has. We literally have devices in the medical field and in science and in metaphysics that measure frequencies and energies and vibrations and activities that cannot be seen with our 2 eyes, right? So we know that there's like a world that we can see with our 2 eyes, but there's also a world that can only be seen with devices, meaning that there's a different reality, a reality of frequency, energy, and vibration, if you think about it. So when I say magical energy, this could be about how maybe you have done something, or you put a lot of energy out into the universe, and I'm basically seeing which thing is going to manifest next. Like, basically you put an energy and intention out into the universe, right? So the energy that you put out the most, or the energy that has the most potential, also most likely going to be the one that is going to manifest the fastest, or is going to manifest next, okay? For others of you, there could even be an energy where Spirit is highlighting certain things that you are gifted with, because everybody has a different gift. Some people are very gifted with finding loopholes, manifesting loopholes. Other people are very gifted with always being at the right place at the right time. Other people are very gifted with, you know, their creativity, you know, that they make a lot of money with their creativity. Other people are very blessed, or they're very good at manifesting, like, for example, changing their body or losing weight. Do you know what I mean? Like, where other people are very good at manifesting money. Other people are very good at manifesting love. Like, everybody has a different, you know, like, gift when it comes to what they're good at manifesting. And I'm not just talking about money and success and stuff like that. Some people are literally good at manifesting good health. They're good at, I don't know, like planting gardens and, you know, that flowers grow around them, you know. Some people are very fertile. It's easy for them to get pregnant, have a lot of babies, okay? So everybody is gifted with things that they can manifest or that are easier for them than for other people. So I might also look at that energy where kind of like your magic or your power lies. But there could also be an energy where Spirit wants to talk about supernatural or magical energy that is surrounding you, that is just in the air, that you cannot see with your own two eyes. But if you close your eyes or if you are in the dream world, you do see that energy, okay? So I'll kind of like clarify what I'm going to talk about. So this reading is probably going to be a lot more woo-woo than other readings. Okay, so let me tap into the energy here. What's going on? And also, if you know what energy is surrounding you, you can also work with that energy. Does that make sense? For example, if I see, oh, the energy is very good around like meeting people, that means the energy is very auspicious for you to meet people. So if you are aware of that energy being around you, you can use it, right? Okay. So give me a moment here to tap in pile number 3. If I started with pile number 2 today, so if I call you any other number, you are my beautiful pile number 3. What's happening here? Pile number 3, I pick up a very interesting energy here. You might be very good at, or the energy that is surrounding you is that the Knight of Swords is a very fast energy. Let me see what this fast energy is about, because I pick up something about a very fast energy, something about where you are very gifted at manifesting something fast or with a time crunch, or something about something is going to come to you very fast from whenever you're watching this. But I want to look at what this fast energy is about before I talk. Okay, what is this fast energy about here, Spirit? Oh, this, you know what this is about? This is about how something takes a long time for you to, you know, something about where you can speed up something. You can speed up the process of something. Like you can speed up how fast something is coming, or how frequently, or how long something takes. Whoa, what is happening here? Give me a moment, guys. Because I have been asking myself that question. I'm going to be very honest. I have been asking myself that question because I feel like everything in the universe is all about balance, all about a balanced scale. So I do believe in divine timing, definitely. But I also believe that sometimes we can control the timing of something. Like we can delay something, but we can also make something happen very fast depending on the energy that we put out, especially since we have the angel of procrastination here. So maybe you would tell me that you have a problem with procrastination, or you could feel like you are very good at getting things done, but there's a particular thing in your life that you really procrastinate with, or there's like, you can get a lot of stuff done, but there's again one particular thing that you feel like triggers your procrastination. But it's funny because the Knight of Swords is all about how something comes in fast, and then the Hanged Man is all about how something takes a little bit of time. This is so interesting here, guys. Give me a moment. I want to tap into that energy. This is very, like, I'm very excited for your reading. Okay. Something about speeding up a process, or speeding up for something to happen. Oh wow, do you know what Spirit is showing me? They're showing me wavelengths. They're showing me how different, I don't know where I even saw that, something about where when you have negative thoughts, the wavelengths have a lot more gap, but when you have positive thoughts or something like that, you see a wavelength, but it's a lot faster. Something about something is slow or something is faster. What is that? This is crazy. I think we're going to talk about how you can speed up the process of something, or how you can manifest faster, or how you can get something done faster. Oh, I love that. Let's see. Where's the Knight of Swords here? What is this fast energy about, Spirit? Hold on. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, look at that. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is interesting. What is this fast energy about this Spirit? Give me a moment, guys, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. What is this fast energy about here, Spirit? What are you trying to tell us here? Ay, caramba. I keep saying ay, caramba the last couple of days. I don't even know why. Okay. Oh, you see? It's interesting, guys. Pile number 3. Spirit is talking. And it's funny because I have been asking myself that question. And again, I feel like there is a balance where sometimes we are in control and sometimes Spirit is in control. Sometimes there's divine timing and sometimes it's like it depends on our energy and our focus and how much effort we put into something, how fast something is manifesting. With you in particular, I pick up an energy here where Spirit is saying you can solve a problem faster than you think. Like I'm seeing how somebody says, this is going to take a long time, but by them saying something is going to take a long time, they are manifesting that something is going to take a long time. Does that make sense? Something about where someone says, oh, it's going to take me so long for me to build something, is you manifesting that it is going to take a long time. But this is about this particular topic. I'm not saying all the time because again, I do believe in divine timing in certain situations, but there's also the fine line between watching your words. If you say something takes a long time, you might be manifesting that something takes a long time. This is so interesting. So Spirit is saying that the magical energy that is surrounding you is about you solving a problem faster than you think, or how you can speed up manifesting, how you can speed up accomplishing certain things. Okay, I'm also hearing how you can manifest something by the end of this year. This is interesting because we have here ink pot. It says problems to be resolved, something about solving a problem very fast. Obstacles to overcome we have here. Hills, it says obstacles to overcome. Yeah, overcoming an obstacle or overcoming problems faster than you think or faster than you thought was possible. Oh, here we go. This is about. Okay, because we have the 10th house here. The 10th house is usually about your social status. This is also the house of your career, but usually you usually find very wealthy people or very popular people or people that, you know, have a legacy. You find those people in the 10th house because the 6th house talks about you know, your regular job, but the 10th house is kind of like where you create a legacy. 10th house is all about, again, that's where you find celebrities, that's where you find people that have a big legacy or that created a big change or that accomplished big things in their life. Okay, may that even be breaking generational patterns. You know, that's the house of wealth, that's the house of your public image, how people see you, how people view you. Again, that's why you also find celebrities or celebrity energy in the 10th house. And the 10th house can also stand for reputation, how people view you, or your social status. So there's different energies coming through here, okay? So please filter out what is for you. This is a general reading, but if you feel like something is for you, ask your spirit guides to kind of like confirm to you if something is for you. And it's funny because I have a bug here, like a fly is really getting on my nerves, and she keeps on, you know, like walking on my cards. So maybe your spirit also sent you signs around flies or around bugs or insects or whatever, just a confirmation that this is your pile. Okay. So for some of you guys, I pick up a strong energy here. Someone here has workaholic tendencies where you work very, very hard and you don't go out and play, or you don't go out and you have fun. That's number one. For others of you, you care too much about what other people think of you, and it's literally like, that's the reason why you don't do something that you really want to do. Like you have like this desire, this urge to do something, but you're not doing it because you're thinking about what other people think of you. Okay. these are the two energies that I pick up here. So either you care too much about what people think of you and you're trying to, that's the magic that is surrounding you though. You're trying to get free from this tendency where you want to please people, or you just want to be free of this, like you don't want to care about what other people think of you. You want to be as confident and as free as other people who will just do what they want to do and they don't give a shit about what other people say. Like you want to be, like you admire people that just say what they think, and you admire people that just, you know, do what they want to do. Like you look up to them, you want to do the same thing, okay? But you feel like, oh, I cannot do that, or you know, but again, that's the magic that is surrounding you right now, okay? We're going to talk about it. For others of you, I feel like a strong energy here where you have workaholic tendencies. I wanted to say my guy, but I don't say that. So maybe someone here talks like that, where you say, you have to do that, my guy, or whatever. Or maybe you are a guy or a man watching me. Like maybe a lot of men are going to be drawn to this reading here. Okay. So for others of you, you have workaholic tendencies, okay? Oh, there's a twist. I love your reading a lot, because the funny thing is I feel very light-hearted and very cheeky with your reading, which I didn't feel in pile number 1, and I also didn't feel it in pile number 2. And we have the card here, playtime. It says, the dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Listen to me, my guy. Okay, I'm just joking. Someone's name here could also be Linda. Like I'm hearing Linda or Linda. Okay. Someone's name could here be Linda or Linda. Someone here could be a Taurus as well. Just a confirmation, or an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Capricorn very, very strongly here. For some of you guys, you have a specific placement in your 10th house. When you look at your birth chart, may that be Vedic or Western, there might be a specific like placement, like there's a planet or there's a conjunction or whatever in your 10th house in your birth chart, okay? Okay, listen, pile number 3. Spirit is showing me, for my people that are workaholics, and then I'm going to talk about the people that you want to be free. Like all you want, I just want to be free. I want to be free from these thoughts. I want to be free from my fear of what people think of me. I want to be free from, do you know what I mean? Like you just want to be free. I feel like you have a strong desire to be free of what, want to be as free as other people that don't care about what other people say. So I'm going to talk to my workaholics first, okay? And then I'm going to talk to you guys who want to be free. So for my workaholics here, or you have been just taking shift after shift, or taking on a lot more shifts than you were supposed to, or you're just working really freaking hard right now, okay? You know what Spirit is showing me? They're showing me that your manifestation is coming to you when you have fun. I know it sounds so freaking cliche, but there's something about where if you approach you achieving your goals with a serious energy, which logically, your logic will tell you you have to be serious about what you want to achieve or you're not going to achieve it. But serious energy, when you look at it under a device, like when you look literally, Spirit is showing me literally like when you take a special device that measures how fast the wavelengths are of different emotions or different thoughts. And they're showing me that you being serious about something is slowing it down, because serious energy is heavy, especially if you feel like there was like where you felt like there's no progress when it comes to your career, or there's no progress when it comes to your manifestations, okay? So basically, pile number 3, what I'm picking up here is you know, I was just Googling as I'm editing your reading. I was like, okay, let me Google the wavelength theory or whatever. So basically there is high frequencies that show a fast wavelength, meaning that the energy or the vibration is very fast. Whereas on the contrary, there's also low frequencies that show wavelengths that are very slow. Okay, so you could have felt like there was some very stagnant, slow energy, or something is growing very slowly, something is moving very slowly. But the reason is because maybe you approached that project, that energy, that manifestation with a low frequency without you noticing it. Okay, because there's even emotions that are very high frequency, even neutral, even being neutral is like a very high frequency compared to energy of seriousness is, very dense and very heavy. So the wavelength is very, very slow when you look at it with a device that measures frequency and vibration. So when you are in a neutral energy, or even in a positive energy, in a passionate energy, in a creative energy, the frequency is very high, so it shows fast wavelengths. So if you look at it properly, that means that there's emotions that manifest something fast, or there are emotions that make you feel like you are moving fast, or make something grow fast. Do you know what I mean? So there is emotions that are connected to a fast-paced energy, that are connected to a fast-paced vibration and frequency. And then there's emotions, even attitudes, like a specific attitude can have, your attitude is determining the pace of something. I hope I'm making sense, okay? I want you guys to research and go on Google and look at wavelengths and look at the emotional scale, because I feel like someone here is going to have a huge full circle moment. Someone is going to have here like a light bulb moment, and in that light bulb moment there is magic, or there's magic in understanding wavelengths, or there's magic in understanding frequencies and vibration. Okay, so I do feel like your spirit guides are telling you, when you have fun, or when you play, or when you do something for fun, or again, it doesn't even have to be like you're overly optimistic and stuff like that. Even the energy of being neutral is a very high vibrational energy compared to being very stiff or very serious. So I feel like that's what spirit is highlighting here, how just based on frequency and vibration, there is a way to access fast-paced energy, or something manifesting fast, or something growing fast, just when you look at frequency. And there's also access to something moving slowly, or something progressing very slowly. Okay, when you look at everything from a frequency and vibrational viewpoint. Okay, the emotion of peace, joy, love, acceptance, willingness, neutrality, enlightenment, all these energies. Again, it's not like you have to smile all day, every day. Even the energy of peace, mental peace, peace in your soul, peace in your spirit, the energy of enlightenment, the energy of love, the energy of joy, the energy of creativity, the energy of courage, neutrality. Okay, there's a very high frequency and a very fast-paced energy attached to that type of attitude when you approach something with peace, or when you approach something with enlightenment, or when you approach something with acceptance or neutrality. Whereas if you approach something with seriousness, or being stiff, or being very serious about something, or maybe even the lack of joy, or the lack of peace, or the lack of neutrality, or the lack of acceptance, makes something move a lot slower. Okay, so you have access to fast-paced energy when you look at what kind of attitude you have, or with what kind of energy you touch something. Okay, so they're telling me they want you to, something about where the magic is going to take place when you go out and have fun, or something about if you approach something a lot more lighthearted. So they're telling me that the magic that happens in your life is when you become lighthearted again. They're telling me the magic is going to happen or take place in your life when you become lighthearted again. Something about where you approach something lighthearted. Spirit is telling you there's a lot of magic unfolding in your life when you become playful again. Playful with how you manifest, playful with your with what you do on the weekend, playful with how you approach love. Do you know what I mean? Like where you become too serious and it creates a stiff energy around what you want. But if you are in a lighthearted energy, or in a place, something about where you manifest when you are playful. You particularly, because some people manifest when they are serious. Some people manifest when they are laser focused. It's not you, or at least the energy that you are in right now. Spirit is telling me that you manifest when you are playful and lighthearted. Okay. So again, this is not gonna be for everybody, because everybody has a different way of manifesting. I do like to talk about that, because I feel like sometimes there's people out there and teachers that tell you have to do this and this and this and this and that. But I feel like we should consider that everybody has a different way of manifesting. And again, particularly with you, Spirit is telling me you manifest the most when you are playful, when you have fun, when you don't take something too seriously, or something about where you, for example, you do something and then you go out and have fun. And while you're out and having fun, partying, dancing, being with people, being out, having a brunch or whatever, that's when you manifest the most. Some of you guys, I'm also hearing you have the gift of manifesting with music. Something about magical manifestations with music. MMM. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing magical manifestation with music. Something about where when you sing and dance, you manifest a lot, or something about, yeah, that's what it is. Something, but this is what I was talking about, like when you are serious, like, okay, this has to manifest now. Some people, they do manifest like that. I'm not saying that this doesn't work. It does work, but not for everybody. Especially if it's not your nature. Especially if it's not your nature. Maybe you are a very goofy person at heart, or maybe you used to be a very goofy person when you were younger, and then life happens and we become jaded. It's true, we become jaded. We become very, life just is very harsh and you become jaded. So sometimes we lose that magic that a child has. Because they're showing me how when you were younger, you manifested a lot more, but you had more of a childlike energy back in the day. Spirit is telling me you know what I'm talking about. There was a time where you manifested a lot, and if you compare the energy now to then, even if it's just, you manifested free drinks every weekend. I'm not just talking about like a big Tesla car. I'm talking about small things as well. Back in the days, your energy was different compared to now, right? They're showing me that you have the gift or the magical energy that is surrounding you. So you manifest through dancing, singing, rapping, listening to music, or how music creates a beautiful energy around what you want to manifest, or something about I did talk about that, I think, in pile number 2, so you could be connected. So for others of you, again, it's like Spirit wants you to have fun. Yeah, they want you to have fun while manifesting. And they also want you to listen to yourself. Like if you listen to a teacher and the teacher tells you to use this method, but your heart is not in it and you don't feel it, like you literally don't feel the vibe, you don't feel it, don't do it. They're telling me there's a lot of magic around music, creating music, being connected to musicians, or what happens when you deeply feel a song, because I feel like you also have tendencies to be in a trance, or to, to dream a lot when you listen to music. Okay, and that's where your magic lies. This is literally the magic that you have within you, within your soul, that brings a lot of things to you, instead of the serious approach that your logic is telling you to use. Okay, so again, you have the gift of visualizing and listening to music, dancing and visualizing something, or maybe even creating music. This is literally how, do you know how rappers manifest their reality? They rap about it, like, oh, I have this car and I have that car, and it's not even true, but they say it so often that they manifest it to them. Okay, that's how rappers manifest. If you think about it, it's magic in music, magic in dancing, singing, visualizing, okay, where you kind of like visualize a music video, like you listen to music and then you visualize how things are happening in your life. Maybe you used to do that. Maybe you used to do that a lot when you were younger, listening to music and you played like a whole music video in your mind and stuff like that, okay? This is what I'm seeing here for others of you. There's also something about where maybe you have a hard time focusing. And again, I'm going to talk to my workaholics in a second, okay? But it's actually all connected. Even my workaholics, it's kind of like you're trying to manifest something, but it doesn't come to you. But Spirit is like, go ahead, have fucking fun. You know, there's a lot of magical energy around you having fun, going out, dancing, okay? Where the magic happens when you go out and have fun. And take a drink with somebody, talk to people, collaborate with people, work with people. Okay, instead of doing something on your own, for example, not for everybody, of course, or there could be a particular person that you are supposed to, yeah, something I'm hearing, dream work makes the team work, okay? For others of you, I'm also seeing here an energy where maybe you have problems focusing. It's interesting because I feel like Spirit is trying to help you to overcome the obstacles or resolve the problems. For others of you, you might have a problem focusing, like, oh my God, I would manifest, and you know, that's what I'm seeing here. Something about a lot, I would manifest a lot more, or I would get a lot more things done if I wasn't so scattered in my brain. Or for some of you guys, maybe you even have ADHD, like where you cannot focus on something for too long. And the interesting thing is, Spirit is, I'm hearing the magic that is surround you is to work with what you got. Not to look for what you don't have, but to work with what you have. They're telling me that even if you have ADHD, or if you feel like, okay, I have a hard time focusing, I have a hard time being consistent, or I have a hard time, you know, like getting to work. I did talk about that in pile number 2, how instead of you using the technique that other people recommend to you, Spirit is like, there is magic in customizing how you do something, where you customize a plan, a strategy that is customized to your needs. You have problem focusing, so what can you do about the focus first before we talk about manifestation? Does that make sense? There is magic. The magic that is surrounding you is how you customize something to your needs. And that's why it works for you. And that's why maybe other techniques did not work for you, because they were not customized to your needs. They did not consider your procrastination or your tendency to procrastinate. They did not consider your hard time focusing. But there's ways around it. Think about where it's very significant for you to, or the magic lies within you tricking your own brain or your own mind to work for you. There is frequencies that you can listen to increase your focus, okay? Because I'm seeing someone here being in a trance because they listen to music, and because they listen to music, they are in this trance and they have an easier time to focus. So they get a lot more things done, which speeds up the process. We talk about how you get something done faster because you have more focus and you don't procrastinate. So Spirit is saying, once you tackle maybe your problem to focus or your problem to procrastinate, that's where the magic lies. Everything else falls into place. Once you look at that energy, can you come up with a strategy to overcome your procrastination, or even to be playful, where you create like a playful game that stimulates your brain or helps you to overcome some type of procrastination, where you do something first that really inspires you or that really gets you, you know, going, or you're really excited about it, like where your brain is like, oh, I'm excited about it, I want to do that. So you do something fun first before you do something hard. Do you know what I mean? There's something going on with that energy here. Okay. For others of you, the magical energy that is surrounding you is also about how you set yourself free. Like I'm literally seeing here, Spirit is saying there is an opportunity, or the magical energy that is surrounding you is about how you set yourself free. Like I'm literally seeing an energy here where Spirit wants you to speak into existence, write into existence, and literally manifest. Like, I'm free from procrastination. I'm free of my fear of what other people think of me. So the magical energy that is surrounding you is about you setting yourself free. We have the card here, grace, blessings, come to me to set me free. So the energy that is surrounding you is all about you setting yourself free from procrastination, or you setting yourself free from not being able to focus, like where you literally manifest, I am able to focus. I found a way to focus. I found a way to overcome my procrastination. I am now an overachiever. I get everything done on my to-do list. Does that make sense? So you literally manifest you becoming a focused person that gets a lot of things done. Does that make sense? That everything else falls into place, because I feel like that's your blockage, or that's something that is preventing you from getting things done, or maybe you take a long time, or it takes a long time for you to get things going or bring momentum into something. So once you tackle that, everything else falls into place. Okay. For others of you, this is all about how you manifest, speak into existence, do a ritual that is connected to you not caring anymore. Something about where I am free. I feel free to express myself. I feel free to be myself. I feel free to make my own decisions. I feel at peace with my decisions. I feel at peace with God and the universe. I don't care about what people think of me. I am free of my fear of what people think of me. You know? Does that make sense? Spirit wants you to set yourself free, because everything else is going to fall into place. Spirit is saying there is magic in manifesting freedom in your life. Whatever that means to you, because we have the Devil card here, which tells me that you feel chained to something, or you feel like something is preventing you from living your life, or being free, or dancing, or singing, or whatever. Okay, because we have the card here, Focus, and it says my absolute yes list. So if you've been thinking about something, I feel like Spirit is saying it's a yes. It says if you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. Let me get one more card here. Yeah, that's what it is. Absolutely. Okay, to set yourself free from laziness, procrastination, like you literally manifest it into existence. You manifest that you are an overachiever, or you manifest that you are a disciplined person. I am the most disciplined version of myself. Do you know how much you can accomplish with discipline? Yes. Does that make sense? Or to make hard things playful, to somehow create playful energy around manifestation and not so serious, or playful energy around getting things done. For example, what I like to do is, which is funny because we have the Angel of Procrastination here and this person is listening to music. I love listening to music while doing stuff that I don't want to do. It just makes the whole experience, like I literally don't, I'm singing the song, and while I'm singing the song, I'm folding like laundry or whatever, and I don't even notice that I'm folding the laundry because I'm singing the song. Does that make sense? Can you clarify the Devil card here? Yeah. Can you clarify the Devil card here? One more. It's kind of like when you come up with a reward system, kind of like, okay, every time I get something done, I'm gonna, I don't know, I do something fun. Like, again, work with what you got. Work with the person that you are. Customize something to your needs. Okay, the Four of Wands. Okay. Where's the Devil card here, please? The Four of Wands. Yeah. For others of you, this is really about setting yourself free. Like, I'm being brought to cord cutting rituals. Okay. I'm being brought to... Let me see. One more. Where's the Devil card here, Spirit? What is that about? Cake. Wow, I'm hearing the time is now. Something about the time is now to set yourself free, to cut yourself loose. This could literally be about how Spirit is saying there's magic in cutting toxic people out of your life. For some of you guys, this could actually be talking about how you're procrastinating cutting somebody out of your life. And the time is now to cut them out of your life. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe this person's energy, yeah, you could feel tied to somebody here with the Devil card. You could feel tied to somebody here, and it's really like, because it's almost this energy where if it was only you, you would manifest a lot more. But since it is you and another person attached to you, and I feel like this person has toxic energy, it drags you down with them. Like where someone wants to, you know, someone's energy is dragging you down with them. Maybe because they don't want to do the work. There could even be an energy, yeah, there could be an energy where you do all the work and another person doesn't do the work. I don't know what exactly this means. Okay. So it's like this person's energy is not in alignment with what you want. You want to bring something to you. It's kind of like a project where you do a project with somebody and this person doesn't do their work. So you do all the work and it drains you and you don't have energy for other stuff. If you would be open for new collaborations, for like a better teammate or a better person to work with, does that make sense? There could be also a lot of magical energy surrounding that, like new colleagues or new people to work with, instead of people that maybe don't do the work or that want you to do all the work. So kind of like where a lot of things are going to manifest, or there's a lot more beautiful things coming to you if you are around the right people. That is very interesting. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is about cutting yourself loose. The time is now to free yourself. There is magic in freeing yourself from somebody, something. Okay. For others of you, with the Devil card here, I also pick up a strong energy where Spirit is saying there's a lot of magical energy surrounding you feeling safe. Because we have the card here, I am safe, I am secure in love, I trust, my faith endures. So Spirit might also be saying when you focus on manifesting faith, like unshakable faith, okay, or when you focus on, you know, manifesting or doing rituals around strong faith, when you do rituals around feeling safe and secure no matter who's around you, no matter what people say, I'm hearing you're going to take flight. Where you have like a deep trust in the universe or your spirit guides and you're doing rituals around that, or you're literally focused on manifesting trust and faith, okay? Or you focus on feeling safe and secure despite what other people say about you. That's where all the magic takes place. Let me get one more card. Make me swim, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. Oh, I'm also doing positive affirmations for you guys. You're going to experience magical energy when you listen to positive affirmations, is what I'm hearing, for at least 2 weeks. Between 2 weeks and 1 month, listen to positive affirmations and you're going to experience magic. Okay, for some of you guys, there's something about where, do you know what I'm hearing? Oh my God, here we go. That's what the energy is about in your reading. I feel like you could be a person that gets easily influenced. That's what it is. So you get easily influenced. You get easily influenced by people's voice. You react to people's voice. You could be getting very easily influenced by colors, where one color makes you feel calm, the other color makes you feel unsettled. You could get easily oh yes, absolutely. You could easily get influenced by music, by sound, by a scent, where lavender or rose scent makes you feel calm, focused, safe, and then there's other scents that make you feel uneasy. Your spirit guides are saying you get easily influenced. It's a bad thing when you are around the wrong people. It's a good thing if you know about it and you influence yourself. Where you feel more, where you feel a lot more, ambitious about manifesting when there's lavender, scent in the air. Or you putting on, lavender on your hair makes you feel confident, or the scent of lavender makes you feel confident. Does that make sense? Where Spirit is telling me you have again, this is the magic about you. Now, there's always two sides to a coin. You could get very easily influenced. Again, if it's around the wrong people, it's not good. But if you know about it and you work with it, you can manipulate yourself into doing the things that you need to do, or you can influence yourself to do the things that you want to do, or the things that you should do. Does that make sense? Something about where Spirit wants you to work with your 5 senses. Yeah, that's what it is. Where you literally have the intention to manipulate or influence yourself into doing something, or into feeling something, or into imagining something. Kind of like when you smell the scent of roses, it reminds you of love, like your brain reacts. So then use rose to visualize love, because maybe if you don't use the scent, you don't feel focused enough. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense here. That's what it is. Spirit wants you to use your sensitivity. There's magic in being easily influenced. Like, you could listen to positive affirmations and they really penetrate your brain and your mind. Whereas other people, there's certain people, hypnosis works on them. There's other people where hypnosis doesn't work on them because their brain is not receptive to influence. That's what it is. You are receptive to influence overnight, sounds, something along those lines, vibrations. You are very sensitive. So if you know about it, you can use it to your advantage. That's the magic that is surrounding you. That's why we have Taurus here, because Taurus is about all the 5 senses. Kind of like when you don't feel inspired to do something, but if you change the color, do you know what I mean? For example, I feel very safe with the color pink. Pink is the color that makes me feel safe. So if I buy something in pink, I'm more likely to grab it, use it, feel good about it, have positive thoughts even about what I'm doing or where I'm at when I wear the color pink. Does that make sense? One more thing, one more card. What is the magic that is surrounding pile number 3? What is that about? There's something about where you it either takes a long time for you to manifest something, or you manifest very fast. But it depends on how focused you are, or it depends on how consistent you are. Because there could even be an energy where you have a tendency, and I think that's something that ADHD people have, or people that have ADHD. They also have this trait. I hope not, saying anything wrong here. Don't quote me on that. Don't take my words for gospel. Do your own research. But I'm also hearing I heard someone who has ADHD. They said that people that have ADHD or have a hard time focusing, they also have, on the contrary or on the flip side, they also have a tendency to obsessively focus on something, where they focus only on one thing and then they're obsessed with it, and then and then they cannot focus on any other thing. Does that make sense? It's but in that obsession or in that tunnel vision, there's a lot of energy that you send towards whatever you want, so it comes to you. And I do feel like there's a lot of this is interesting. This is all about psychology here, all about understanding your own brain. Because you can either be somebody who does not focus at all, or when you do focus, you are in a fucking trance. That's what it is. So I feel like you have an extreme energy to you, and Spirit wants you to work with that. Don't feel bad about it. Work with it. or something about where you're either extremely excited about something or you're not motivated at all. There could be an energy where you have like you have an extreme character, or you tend to be extreme when you do things, or something along those lines. Does that make sense? Yeah, and the devil is all about extremes, all about tipping the scale. Okay, that is very interesting. Let me get one last card here. So Spirit wants you to work with your brain, work with your mind, work with what you got, who you are. Come up with your own strategy, customized to you. I love it. One more thing, one more card. What is the magical energy that is surrounding pile number 3 before I go? What is the magical energy surrounding pile number 3? It's also the time for you to get rid of bad habits, to trick your mind into getting rid of bad habits. Share something with you before I go. So I used to smoke. Maybe someone here wants to stop smoking. Let me actually put that up. It's not going to make a difference for you, but for me it does. You see, but that's the whole point. You might do something that doesn't make any sense to anybody. Like, what does the color, what is the change of the color? Doesn't make any difference, but it makes a huge difference for your brain, but it doesn't make a difference for other people's brain. So, because I feel like your brain works a little bit differently than other people's brain. Okay, I would not be surprised if you're left-handed. Okay, or if you were interesting or outlandish as a child. Okay. So when I wanted to stop smoking, I tried a lot of different things. I even tried hypnosis and it did not work. Or maybe I didn't do it long enough. Maybe it could work. Maybe it's something that is going to work for you. But what I did, and again, I tried to trick my own brain. I tried to trick my own brain. This is all about psychology, because I wrote down a lot of stuff. Like I wrote down, I'm going to share something with you guys, okay? So I tried to trick my brain into not smoking anymore. So I wrote down, a real queen does not smoke, and don't take it, personally. This is just, me trying to trick my brain. I don't care if somebody smokes or not, and you're still a queen even if you do smoke. I was just trying to get over the hurdle in my brain, okay? So I wrote down, a real queen does not smoke and does not smell like cigarettes. And I wrote down like, instead of following my mind that gets manipulated very easily, I follow my heart that tells me to be healthy and to thrive and shine. I wrote stuff down that doesn't make any sense to other people, but it tricked me into not wanting to smoke. Like, I told myself, a queen doesn't smoke, a queen doesn't smell like smoke, and I'm a queen and I'm not gonna smell like smoke. Or, like when your husband kisses you, like he's gonna smell the smoke or whatever. Again, don't take it personally, okay? I don't care, you're still a queen, okay? When you do smoke, I just tried to trick my brain. I had to say certain stuff that prevents me from doing it, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. To work with what you got, I had to kind of like talk myself out of something. I had to like write down, I don't even remember what else I wrote down. I think I wrote down like, what else did I write down? Because I really hated the smell of cigarettes. Like I hated like how my hands were smelling. So I used that again. You see, I used that. I felt icky. I felt icky about how my hands are smelly. So I used that and made like a sentence like, a real queen doesn't smell like smoke. Because just because you're smoking does not mean that you smell like smoke, because I don't want anybody to be offended if you do smoke, okay? Please don't. Because you can smell, like, for example, my family member, they always smell good, even though they do smoke. But I specifically, I felt like my hands are always smelly. So I told myself like, no, I don't want my hands to smell like that. And I told myself some other stuff like, I believe in my heart instead of my brain that gets easily manipulated. And, that's what I'm picking up here. Work with what you got. Work with your brain, okay? Work with your brain. Work with what you're drawn to. Work with what you detest, or work with what you reject. Work with everything. Work with you. Customize something to your needs. One last thing, or one last card. Anything else? Yeah, we have here the Ace of Cups. You're connected to pile number 2, so if you want to, you can check out pile number 2. You don't have to, because my readings are very long. Or come back to this reading on a different day and then you watch pile number 2. Okay, the Ace of Cups. That's what it is. Okay, this is also about the magic of new habits. There's a new habit that you're going to take on that is going to make a big difference in your life, or a new technique, a new habit. Bottom of the deck, yeah, the Nine of Cups. Something is about to manifest in your life because you follow a new habit or a new technique. Okay. For others of you, pile number 3, I'm also seeing an energy here where there's a lot of magic also, again, surrounding your career, or something about achieving something big when it comes to your career or your legacy, or achieving kind of like the impossible or something along those lines. But the funny thing is, I feel like you're going to attract a lot of success and abundance to you when you do something fun. So almost this energy of like the most fun idea is going to bring the most success to you, or the most fun, you know, something about the most fun idea is going to bring the most success to you, and not the most serious, like where you have a serious and logical idea, or when you have like a fun idea. Because the funny thing is, you chose the geisha as your symbol, and in Asian culture the geisha is all about entertainment. So there's almost this energy of like where there's going to be a lot of abundance and success coming to you, maybe not in a serious field, but more in a field more of like entertainment or making something fun. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost this energy where you think you have to create a very serious business strategy, when in actuality something fun, or like the most fun idea, or the most joyous idea, or if you really play, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it feels like to me here. Something about you will have an idea that is super duper fun, or you're going to make the most money, or you're going to have the most success when you have fun. So for example, when I'm just going to give an example, okay? For example, in the music industry, I feel like music that is more entertainment and all about dancing and stuff like that is more promoted, or it gets a lot more traction than very serious topics. It's very important that we find a balance between being serious and having fun, but I feel like your golden ticket is somehow doing something fun or creating something fun, and it's somehow going to bring a lot of success to you or a lot of abundance to you. Maybe you thought, I want people to take me seriously, so I'm going to talk about serious topics, or I'm going to do a serious business plan. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but someone here, there's a lot of magic surrounding fun and entertainment, or ideas that you find funny, or ideas that you know are playful, or where you can like almost this energy of like where you bring a lot more fun and enjoyment to something. I feel like I'm specifically talking to my artistic people, to my people that want to build their own business, or to my people that you know, want to find their way to financial freedom. I feel like this financial freedom is going to come to you with an idea that is full of love and joy and art and playfulness and goofiness, and you know, kind of like a little kid, okay, is what I'm picking up here. That's what's going to attract a lot of abundance to you, or a lot of like something big is going to happen in your career with an idea that is full of pleasure, love, maybe even you know, because Taurus energy is all about Venus, so this could also be connected to sex, art, love, poetry, light-hearted energy, something along those lines, or to really embrace your sensual energy, or embrace the goddess within you, or embrace the Adonis within you, or your sensual sexual energy within you is somehow going to attract like a lot of abundance to you, because abundant energy or creation or things blossoming and blooming, it's a light-hearted sweet energy, you know. And this is also not to say that, you know, if you want to create a business, you have to kind of like obey to, you know, the industry or whatever. This is not what I'm trying to say, because I feel like everything in balance everything has to be in balance, not to be too serious but also not to be too goofy, and never talk about serious topics. It's always about the golden middle, or the golden middle between being serious but also, or talking about serious topics but also bring a lot of lighthearted fun energy to the table. So I don't know who this is for. This is just an extra message for whoever is thinking about a business, or whoever wants to achieve something huge in their career. There could be an energy where you need to balance seriousness with goofiness, or fun ideas, or having more fun building your business, or thinking about, what would entertain people, or, like a lot more light, or how you can bring lighthearted energy to the world, but at the same time also consider maybe serious topics, or to make a serious topic easier to digest, or to bring something across a little bit more lighthearted. Okay, something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. But again, this is only for my people that want to create their own business, or you feel like there's stagnant energy in your business. Maybe it's time for you to bring a lot more fun topics or fun energy to your business, or to switch things up, or something along those lines. Like I'm hearing there's magic in playing, there's magic in playfulness, there's magic in goofiness, there's magic in funny topics, funny ideas, there's magic in doing stupid things but like doing funny things, goofy things and stuff like that. Okay, so pile number 3, I do feel like there's a lot of magical energy when it comes to anybody who wants to create their own business, anybody who wants to manifest financial freedom, anyone who's trying to get out of the rat race and be independent, be a freelancer, have their own business. There's a lot of magic attached to that energy. Okay, I'm seeing a big manifestation happening in your career. Anybody who's, somehow wants to be in the public eye on social media, there's a lot of energy, a lot of magical energy surrounding that area of your life. Is what I'm picking up here. So the more fun and joy and pleasure and artistic energy you put into, your business and stuff like that, again, less seriousness and more fun and enjoyment and art and pleasure and playfulness and just trying things out and stuff like that, is going to bring a lot of success to you in your 10th house when it comes to your career, when it comes to achieving financial freedom and stuff like that. Okay, pile number 3, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.